Am I hearing things? What is that? Sounded like a... I don't know, I was so spaced out. It sounded like a... Da.
No. It was much more like a...
Sledge on that pole a couple of times would probably take care of it. You guys moved?
Yes, we did. We had URM.
Well, I've got it here. There's somebody nearby. If they ever found out.
Well, now I reckon I ought to tell you a story about a little office that handles things nobody else will. You know, the supernatural, super unnatural, hauntings, hexes. The whole list is rather long, and we don't have near enough daylight for that. What you need to know is this. Ain't no script here. We make it up as we go. Music, sounds, etc. It's all produced for you live, like magic. And it being a scary story and all, I'm assuming it will have all the things scary stories do. But I'm just guessing here, because of it being improvised and all. Alls I know is with this cast, well, it's probably gonna be brutal, violent, and have enough moral decay to make our therapists quit. You got one of those, right? Good. So use your brain, okay? It's gonna be scary, strange, and dumb as hell. Oh, f*** off, you.
Like a knock at the door from the people that we're expecting. You know, the Mercurials, the investigator people? You've heard a door be knocked on before, right? This isn't new.
But who could be knocking on the door? We're the Mercurial, right? Or at least it's what I thought.
Now, wait, no, they were to come back, the disguise.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right.
Okay.
Right? You know, so they'll be knocking. I think that was the entire plan, as a matter of fact. Did we just
I don't know if
somehow
Alder would
forget
knock that sternly, though. I don't think...
Well, authoritatively, maybe.
I don't know if
How would you know
Alder
how
would
she
knock.
would knock?
Yeah, have we heard her knock before?
Why would you make
I'm not trying to identify a knock. I just don't know if she would knock in general, especially we established that we are going to be walking in.
Well, right, but the whole thing was to get the Miss Moore here to answer the door so that they would let them in and they could be in here at the same time and it wouldn't be weird. There. Okay, well, was Miss Moore going to answer the door? Should we answer the door? What do we do here? This is not our house.
We shouldn't answer the door. It's not our house.
It's not our house, but...
Miss Moore is still downstairs. I mean, she can.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that they should be answering the door, not us. Well, fine. I'll go. And then I step out the door.
We're gonna answer the door. It's just not your house.
I know, but no one's doing nothing.
Just give it a moment. Maybe Miss Moore is just getting herself ready before she answers the door. She isn't exactly.
Maybe we should unite a front. We should all answer the door at the same time, like reverse carolers.
I go down the stairs about halfway. A reverse carol? No. I'm looking to see if Ms. Moore is answering the door or not while I'm starting to slowly walk down the stairs.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's been less than 24 hours since the brutal loss of your husband. So I think Miss Moore is just staring off into space.
Oh, like 2 hours maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think y'all left and came back, but it's not been a long time. So I do think Miss Moore does not hear the door.
All right.
Or she does and is ignoring it, whatever the case may be.
Well, I go down the stairs to see Ms. Moore, and You want me to get that?
Oh, right. Sorry.
You can stay. It's all right. Would you like me to get it? I'm more than happy to. If it's a solicitor, I'll send him away.
Only if you wouldn't mind.
No problem at all, ma'am. You said get some tea or something just to relax as best you can.
Thank you.
I open the door.
And make a roll for me, actually. First one of the day. This is going to be a soul check, and I will as well.
All right. Any shift?
No, this is for something different.
Well, that's a 77
Oh
omen.
my God, I rolled a 33.
Well, you got together. We
You see
we
that?
110. I
Okay.
can't. I saw that there are dice in there though.
All right.
It's all right.
It's a very special number,
my
that's
eyes
all.
ain't that good.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Well, I got a 77 omen, so maybe they cancel each other out.
Oh, wow, okay. Ooh, that's kind of fun to think about. They might cancel each other out. Okay, you open the door, and what are you expecting, by the
I'm
way?
expecting Alder and Ms. Moore disguised, but I don't recall actually what they even looked like at the time. Outside of they were wearing your hat.
Right. But Miss Moore looked like Miss Moore when she put
That's
my hat
right.
on,
It's to
remember?
anyone not us.
Yeah, and
so,
everybody thought I was full of shit.
which is why
fine.
I kind of think that I expected to see someone else
yeah.
and still see Ms. Moore and maybe pause for a minute.
Yeah, no, you don't see us at the door. Actually, you might
Oh.
see us in the distance, like by a bush. I'm probably waving my arms like, oh my God, trying to alert you of something that's literally standing right in front of you. However, you will see 3 individuals in front of you at the door, which you were not expecting. They look daisy fresh, like real young, like maybe early 20s. Very, very young. And there's 3 of them. And they have on these really fancy coats. And I wish I understood older fashion. Gus may be able to help me here, but that's just going on a limb. But there is a type of like coat that was like a raincoat, but then it had like a ruffle bit around the top. It was kind of like a scholar's or like a bib or something like that. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It's like
It's like the
a
little raincoat off the shoulder bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a raincoat,
I know what you're
but then it's also
describing.
got a ruffle
Yeah.
bit on the top. Yeah, so they're wearing coats like that. It's like a duster. Yeah, like that. So it's like
I was thinking Chesterfield, but I don't have the top of it. So
yeah, no, it's more like a raincoat, and then it's got that like ruffly duster round top. It's not made out of leather though. It looks like it's made out of like stiff cloth or something like that. Anyway, it's got a little emblem on it that looks alchemical. You immediately identify that, and you've got 3. They're bickering, it looks like, back and forth between, and they seem just as startled to see you as you do them. And the young woman speaks first. Who are you?
Oh, hello there.
Hi.
Real quick, I would like to. They all look about the same age, you said?
Yeah, they look early, very baby-faced, early 20s. Maximum.
Yeah, I don't know why something's resounding. I'm curious if there's a glamour of some kind. Now that Alda's done that, I'm suspicious of this because
Interesting.
why would
Okay.
Mercurials be sending greens over?
So what are you going to do about that?
Well, I mean, let's see, because I do have and devil in the details. I can kind of miss like specific things. Maybe it says like age, quality, workship, flaws. I might be looking for things that are too perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting because, I mean, that's kind of also a little bit up to... Let's go ahead and roll. Make another one. Your
All
own
right.
roll. Don't forget. I won't forget.
I'll try to forget.
Yeah. I won't though. But while you're
know.
doing that, that'll be your mental if you're just using your eyeballs, right? And you're using your devil in the details, because that's not on your soul, is it? Or is it?
No.
It's not.
Well, Devil in the Details doesn't say where it is.
Okay. Usually when you pick an ability, it has the opportunity for you to pick one or the other sometimes. But otherwise,
I would have
it's
done
set.
soul immediately with that.
Figured.
Because I'm
I
always.
think that one's mind.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that one's set into your mind. So you can
Okay.
roll mind and get your freebie, but you can also risk it for a biscuit and with gravy and roll your soul. But you wouldn't get your devil in the details for that one.
I see what you're saying.
So
All
that's
right,
up
all right.
to you. And while you're doing that, I'll go ahead, now that I have the pictures of these fine young individuals to stare at, because I can't imagine it without it. I'll describe them. Okay, so we have a young woman here with fair hair, freckles just underneath her eyeballs. Very, very cute. She's got a very high collar here, and her cheeks are a little bit red as if she's been running. Her eyes are a beautiful green. And then next to her, we have another young fella who's got like a low ponytail, dark hair, big bushy eyebrows, a little round bulbous nose, and brown eyes. And then next to him, we have another young fella who's got short, curly black hair, black man, dark set eyebrows again, and dark set eyes. But he's got rosy cheeks as well, also like he was running a little bit. And they all look very shocked to see you, like they were not expecting you to be here at all.
No, did you say all three of them look like they've been running, or just two of them?
Just the two of them, yeah.
Just the two of them.
The other one
Interesting.
does not look like that.
I'll be using mind in this case for Devil in the Details.
Okay, all right. You go ahead and make your roll. Did you roll already? No, you did not.
No, I did not. I was waiting for your descriptions to not interrupt.
Thank you.
That's a 1.
Okay.
So whatever you get, and then something extra on top of that.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, but you rolled mind.
I did. Which would be under
Inverness
Devil.
coat? Is that what it's called? Somebody do a quick Google.
Inverse, I see Drover coat as well.
An Inverness coat or a coat with a
That's
capelet.
the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's perfect. Thank you so much. I've learned something today. Okay. So they're all.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That's like the Sherlock coat almost.
Yeah. Almost.
Sorry.
No, that's perfect. Okay, you rolled a 77 and then a 1. Okay, but
Yes.
you rolled mind, not soul, not magic. So I have to think
Correct.
about, they are, I love that you're doing a Sherlock moment as you look over these Sherlock dressed
Right.
young kids. Okay, so the coats are impeccable, very clean. There's not a drop of anything, no dirt, nothing on these folks, which is weird because it's drizzling outside. So I think you might be like, well, that's odd. What else might you see? I mean, they look pretty good. They look like, and by good, I mean they look healthy. But nothing seems out of place.
Maybe I'll clarify then, because I
Yeah.
was looking for something too perfect. So that would be like their face is perfectly symmetrical. Like if they have a mole on one side, it's exactly on the other side as well, or they have no blemishes whatsoever, or no mud on their boots for it being wet.
Yeah, they have no mud on their boots, and they have. Well, they look too perfect. Something looks weird to you. That's like odd as hell, I think.
Yeah.
They're very clean is probably, without magic, I think that's probably the first thing that stands out. For
Sure.
people that maybe look like they were running, also no hair seems to be out of place either.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, just because I'm curious still,
Yeah.
if that's the extra detail or not that others
No,
would
the,
miss.
the extra detail is going to be that you notice there is a bulge underneath one of their coats, like they're carrying
like a gun
book.
holster.
Nope, like they're carrying a book.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
All right, something similar that I might be doing right now. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, exactly. So maybe that's why you pick up on it.
notice it.
But the emblem that they're wearing on their Inverness coat, which we now know that's what it's called, is what appears to be like two intertwined snakes maybe, and a crescent moon. I'll put an actual image in the Discord here for you, but just for those listening, it kind of looks like that at first glance. It
like
looks
a caduceus amount of snakes twisting sort of thing?
Yeah, it looks alchemical to you in that way, but it's not the same symbol. All right, anyway, sorry. Please continue.
No, that's all right. So they're looking bewildered. I give them a quick up and down. Hello there. Might I help you, fine folk?
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Some have called me Snake Eyes. We're here helping out. And who are you three?
I think they look at each other. I rolled a 33, or at least one of them did. I think they look at each other for a second, and maybe one of them takes a step back and like reaches towards their spell book for a second.
No need. Maybe this will be easier. We're from the office.
Oh no. Okay. I think immediately she just takes a huge step back and says, I'm sorry, the office? Like,
Indeed.
The
Yes.
office.
That is correct.
Oh, when you say you're here to help, what exactly do you mean?
We're investigating probably what you came here for.
Oh no. Oh.
No problem with that.
No, not at all. I mean, well, maybe. I don't think problem's the right word, but we are supposed to look into things. But if you're here, then, I mean, how long have you been here? How long have you known?
A decent amount of time, admittedly. But that for the moment, my apologies, but where I'm from, it tends to be, I introduce myself, if you wouldn't mind. I know where you're from. I don't know if I should be saying that out loud, admittedly.
Oh, well...
Perhaps. Something that,
probably
maybe a
for the
material
best.
that would be in a thermometer. Similar to that?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
there you go.
That's right. I'm Mira Oswin. Nice to meet you. And she just extends a hand out to shake your hand.
I take it.
Do you? Okay, now go ahead and roll.
And
for me.
Oh yeah, right. Mind, soul, anything.
It's going to be a soul roll, please.
All right. One thing I would be noticing is, does the smoothness and the cleanliness of their hands, that it looks like it, match what I feel?
Ooh, that's a very good question.
But
Make this roll first. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll wrap it up into this if you do well on this one.
That's a charged
That's
success with an 11.
Okay, then I don't know how you know this, Harry, but in this moment, I am reading you like your aura. I'm magically reading you with this handshake. And so what information do you want to give me? Because you have complete control over what information I get.
They know we're from the office and that
You're
we're
welcome to come
official.
and play one of these other mercurials if you'd like. Just so that we can be in the scene together. Sorry, go ahead. What do I get?
No worries. You would definitely, you'd feel that whatever weird presence the office would give off, that would be confirmed.
Okay.
So they
Well,
know.
I don't know if I know what that is.
No, but it
I've
might be
heard
something
about
like
it,
a gut feeling or something very official. Maybe is the way to put it. Like, you know how you
go
to a
cosmic cop feeling is what I'm getting.
Yeah, because you
Like
go up to like
Superman.
or
right.
you go to like a judge and they have that feel to them. You know that you're here because you're authority. That's
Okay.
the feel they get, but more magical, if that makes sense.
Right. Can I also just say that I'm going to... This is up to you. Do you want... Because again, I don't know how you know this in this instant, Harry, but you do. You got that charged roll. So you know that I'm magically trying to assess you with a handshake. And then you also know that you have control over what I receive. Do you want me to know that you know what I'm trying to do?
Yes,
Okay.
I'd absolutely
I
like
figured
them
you might,
to.
want to.
I let them know I'm official.
Right, and also I
And I
know what
let
you
them
tried
know
to do.
I
you
know what
little-
they know
yeah,
that I
okay,
know.
Right, okay, got it. Okay, so in that case, I immediately take my hand away. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was habit. I wasn't sure if you were who you were.
You had to verify.
I had to absolutely
understand.
verify. Please don't. Okay, all right.
It's all right.
Again, I'm Mira Oswin. This is Rowan Fisk and Elian Wycliffe. We're so nice to meet you. Any help that we can be.
Slow down.
Okay.
Slow down.
All right.
Ma'am. You're all right.
I've never met
You
anyone
ain't in
from the
trouble.
office before. Okay,
For my sake, because you spoke real quick,
right.
Mira.
Yes, that's right. Mira Oswin. Oh my God, you remembered my name?
And you'll have the other ones you did say very
yes.
quickly.
This is Rowan Fisk and Elian Wycliffe. So, B, you can pick whoever you want to roleplay as. Go for it.
I definitely want to do White Fisk.
Okay. So that's Rowan Fisk right over there, and Elian Wycliffe. We're very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Can we come inside?
Give me one moment. I'm not shutting the door on you, but I
Okay.
need to make sure that Ms. Moore is aware that we have other associates here to help us.
Oh, okay, right.
You'd be
Could you-
walking right past her. Otherwise,
No, that's no. We were prepared to meet Miss Moore, but so the thing is, could you just tell her husband's apprentice is here?
Ben.
Yes, that's right. Old apprentice, ex-apprentice,
Friend, I believe,
former?
is
Former,
more
right?
former.
Former.
Former would be the more accurate
former
statement.
apprentice. Okay, we'll go with that.
Where are they now?
Where are who now?
The former apprentice. You
right,
said they're
right
here.
there. And I point to whichever character B is playing, which I think you said you were playing Rowan, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Right here.
I'm sorry. My memory. It's
Oh.
Peter. Ben was the Benoit was
Ben
the husband.
is the husband, and Peter is a colleague.
The colleague.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not Pete, but
This
this
is
won't be
not-
Peter.
yeah,
I
mhm.
see. That
Right.
okay.
It's
Now
not
I'm putting
Peter.
it. I pause and go. Right. Are we calling? No, we're not calling them Ben. Sorry, the name is on my mind. What are we naming them as the apprentice? So I know and don't mess up the names. Or are we just calling them?
Rowan's the apprentice.
We're calling them Rowan. Okay.
Rowan,
I wasn't
yeah.
Hello.
Sure. Just making sure. I want to keep everything aligned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One moment. Now, I also would like you to know that we do have a couple of other associates that may swing by later. Don't worry about it. We do have a couple others, all right?
From the office?
Correct, yes.
The office. Okay, great.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
There are a
Okay.
few of us.
Okay,
So
okay.
just
Sorry.
letting you know so you don't be
Great.
startled
Yep.
and you don't need to reach for, what you were doing before.
Oh, right. Well, I mean,
It was self-defense.
we
I
thought maybe
understand
you were a
nervous.
murderer for like 2 seconds.
And that's all right.
Magical murderer.
Again, I'm not offended and I understand the
All right.
caution.
Okay.
So
How many of there are you, per se, that we would be meeting today?
6 total.
6? Okay, all right.
We like to be thorough.
Right?
Yeah. Now,
Absolutely. Should we have brought more people?
no.
No,
I-
myself.
All right.
Yeah.
Ms. Moore, my apologies. We have a few others from forensics as well as one of Ben's apprentices, former apprentice, is here to help us out.
Oh,
We want to be extra thorough and make sure that everything is exactly the way it needs to be. My apologies that we're bringing more footsteps into here, if you're okay with that.
yeah. No, that's
Would it be easier? Would it be easier for you if you were to rest in the bedroom? If you don't want to see people coming back and forth and back and forth, you don't have to. I'm just thinking maybe it would be easier for you.
okay. Do they need coffee or tea or anything? Does anybody need?
That's awfully sweet of you, ma'am. Would it help you to make the tea? If routine
I think
helps.
So.
All right. Then tea and coffee. Just make a good amount of both, and I'll happily serve them once it's started, so you can go and rest.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you, ma'am. And I turn back to the door. All right. So, and a note. For your glamour, it's too perfect. And then I turn and lead to go up the door, or go up the stairs.
Oh. What does he mean it's too perfect?
Well, I mean...
Like, isn't that the point? We're supposed to look clean and sharp.
Well, I mean... I don't know. Maybe we just, maybe it's just we're not very good at, disguising ourselves. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not disguised-ish.
Well, I mean, I think I look pretty good, but maybe it's just you.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it could not be.
No,
I don't know.
It's fine, it's fine.
I don't know. Maybe these people from the office are just really good at this sort of thing.
I get it. I just...
No, look, I'm not trying to be mean.
No, that's fine.
No.
That's all right. I know.
No, listen, I'm really...
just trying to be honest. Got it.
Oh, no, listen, I'm nervous, okay? I've never
also
had
nervous.
to deal with anybody, from the actual office before. So,
Do you think it's like the office that we're talking about, right? Like the one with the typewriter where we go back and forth, right? There's 6 of them. 6.
I know.
And they're
It's
here
so-
they're here to solve his murder.
I know.
It has to be a murder then.
Yeah, I guess it does, but I just...
I mean,
That's
what
so-
else could it be? A bookcase fell on him cosmically inappropriately? Like, does the office investigate?
Well, I mean, that's not... I mean, it's not outside of the realm of possibility, but
No,
still...
it's definitely possible, but like...
Yeah, no. It's
All
just,
right.
I don't know.
Do we shake
I don't
their
know what to
hands?
think.
Do we not? Do we just stand there? What do we do?
Well, he kind of said that we didn't need to, but maybe we do. Maybe we just do it out of formality.
Well, but... Okay.
I don't know. I suddenly don't know how I'm supposed to act as...
Me either. Me either.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I feel like they should have sent someone
My
else.
hands are so sweaty right now. They're like dripping.
Yeah. Well, I can't see because the glamour's making them look fine. So at least
I
there's
know,
that.
but trust me, it's in there. I feel it.
And I reach out and
Well,
I
do you want to
touch her hand.
touch it?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wipe them on your pants at least.
Oh, these are really nice. They're corduroys.
I know. That's a nice uniform, isn't it?
Yeah. I have to admit, I do feel like pretty fancified.
Hey, a man died in here. You're so loud. You're so loud.
What?
What's going on
Just
down there?
some measure of decorum, please. Get up here.
Oh my God.
Shit.
It would be wise to maybe join us instead of standing in the doorway and chatting amongst yourselves.
Yeah, no.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Come on, it's all right. We don't bite much.
And I step in first, I guess. And I'm looking around the room. What are y'all doing at this exact moment?
I feel like, especially with the outburst from Gus, I think we're all staring at the
Oh,
3
no.
people who just walked in.
But are you still over the dead body of my colleague?
Yes. I don't think
Okay.
I've moved from that spot.
Oh.
As I said, we were in the middle of investigating.
Who are
Okay.
these?
Everyone, they are from, well,
Mercurials. It's so nice to meet you.
they know we're from the office. There's no need to hide that. It's totally fine.
All of you are
Okay.
from the office?
That is correct.
We're not from different
Yeah.
ones.
Did you hear his voice very low?
I know. It's good.
Very authoritative.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you think he's like the leader? Sorry.
I don't know.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Rowan. Fisk.
Rowan, nice to meet you.
Oh, Mira, Oswin, nice to meet you. Should I shake your hand or not? I don't know how to
No,
not do it.
That's okay. Did you, is your hand wet? There's something dripping on the floor from your hand.
Sometimes
It's raining
it's just
outside.
yeah.
Oh,
There's a lot of moisture in here. It's not good
I-
for the books.
I slowly turned to glance out the window.
Well,
like
it
a light
was.
drizzle.
It was. It was. It was raining
Earlier.
outside. earlier,
Yeah, okay.
like 2 minutes
A little
ago.
confused because
Yeah.
you look very.
You look dry otherwise.
dry,
Oh, magic.
Very well
Magic.
groomed.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Did you
Except the hands.
did you just get a haircut? Were you at a salon recently? Because your hair is immaculate.
Sake, is it really too perfect? I just wanted to look polished for Miss Moore.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Look,
I'm sure she appreciates you looking your best on this, the worst day of her life.
Wow,
Don't mind.
it's not about me looking my best for that. It's about being professional on behalf of the Mercurials. Really, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I've never done this before.
Netherland, you also have to understand, we didn't expect any of you guys to be here.
Yeah, we were just gonna come. We were gonna investigate what happened and do a first assessment. First assessment, Mira. That's all you're able to do.
What
That
she
makes
said.
both of us. We weren't expecting any more company.
No, we weren't expecting, but when you showed up, we knew who you were nonetheless.
Sort of.
Well, they're here to help us, everyone.
Oh, oh my, yes.
Well, if
So-
you're
If-
going to
if
be helping
allowed.
us,
Well, you'll be able to determine things that we won't be able to, namely things like, and I point at the alchemical formulas, things of that nature, not necessarily our expertise.
I look dumbfounded at the whiteboard thing. Hell is
Or
that?
maybe you don't know alchemical formulas.
No, I do. I don't recognize what they seem to be working on here.
Sure. Fair.
You recognize it, Ron? 23, you sure do.
Yeah.
So you would recognize that it seems to be tied to extraction of memory. And then as you're maybe scanning this board, there's a moment where you... Oh, shit, because you were the apprentice as well. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, you know exactly what they're working on. I have to write it to you in a secret message. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Okay.
You were working on this before, so allow me to explain real quick. Okay, so when Ben decided to retire, and I'm using air quotes for that, you were no longer his apprentice. And you were maybe a little bit upset about the fact that he retired without waiting until you were ready to graduate to the next step. But his good friend, your colleague, is now and that's Peter, decided to take over your apprenticeship as well. And, you know, Peter's just as good, but he's not quite as good. Like, we probably gossip about that, about how, what a bummer it was for you that, you know, Ben was your master and then no more. Anyway, so you know exactly what they were working on because you stopped being able to work on it. And it was, you were trying to, here.
I'm
Okay.
staring between these three and then to our group. I think I want to go up, like kind of saddle up to Gus and go, why did they send people who have no idea what they're doing?
That's a bit pot kettle, isn't it?
No, but we quite literally have no choice. They are talking about some other high authority who sent them here.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Well, I guess our higher authority doesn't really have, you know, paperwork and hierarchy. It's a good question. It's a good question. You'd think that if they're investigating one of their own, they wouldn't send, like, rookie, right? That's the word that I'd use.
Yeah.
First assessment sounds a lot like, you know, on-the-job training.
Well, are you saying this loud enough for me to overhear you? Or are you kind of...
I
you
think
doing
loud
thing
enough
where
that maybe you'd glance over. No, it's
Yeah.
like,
Jim can hear it. He's gonna glance over it. Goes like,
so, before we continue any further, I think you three should just line up against that wall right there, nice and neat. Just like 1, 2, 3. Oswin, Wycliffe Fisk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can call me Pan. You can line up whatever order you like, height or talent. I don't mind.
Talent. I think you see the three of us looking at each other like, oh shit, like we definitely want to listen to you. And then we're kind of like shuffling back and forth, and then maybe you see us kind of like, no, you're there. I passed the exam and you didn't.
What are we doing here?
Hey, that's a real rough spot for me, and you knew that.
No, I know, but like, too clean, really?
Okay, sorry. Okay, we're panicking.
Okay, I guess that means I'm not quite as good as you then.
All right, and I snap a photo of the three of them while they're all in the midst of whatever this
somehow
is.
knew you were going to do that, so now I will drop the art of them in here, because it is in the Polaroid fashion here. So let's see. Okay.
If the photos of them bickering, I'll lose my mind.
No, but I did almost
incredible.
put them like identical together. So you took one photo of the three of them together, right? Okay,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so you know, mark that one Polaroid. I didn't anticipate
got
that.
it.
Silly me. I assumed you would take one of each of them individually. So that's what I have. But
That's
just
a lot.
imagine,
That's a lot of photos.
imagine that they're all together, okay? Imagine that they're
Yeah.
all together. And then for those
They're
watching,
babies.
they are
Yeah,
babies.
Are you sure
looking-
they're late
These are
early
kids.
20s?
Yep.
They look like teens.
Yeah. Nope. Yep. They baby faced, like early 20s barely.
Blame it on the glamour, I suppose.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. There you are for those watching. Okay. So we line up then against the wall and kind of look at you, Gus, like, okay, now what?
Well, I've snapped the photo. Should I do a mind roll or anything along those lines?
Ooh, yes, because you're
this
trying
photograph?
to. What are you trying to discern from the photograph?
I think maybe any abilities they have. That's probably
Holy
the sort of
shit! Okay.
like.
Yeah, that's gonna be your magic roll, which for you is
Yeah.
mind. However, you don't really know how to do this yet. So this is gonna be like you're gonna need like a 1, 11, 22, 33, and I'll give you 44 as well. If you roll
Gotcha.
that. Ooh, do you want to burn that?
Burn that to re-roll it.
36 to re-roll it out of 30. That's pretty close.
I'm not more likely to get a 33 on re-rolling it.
Oh. That's
No.
That's not the
Well, then.
spirit. All right, okay.
You want me to
no,
stack
that's fair.
burn conditions like my life
no.
depends on it?
Yeah, I sure do. I sure do. But you're right. Okay, so we
Fine, you
stand there.
convinced me. I'll re-roll it.
You
It's
don't.
fine.
No,
That's
no,
fine.
no,
Here we
no,
go.
no. Oh my God! Because if something terrible happens, I'll never sleep. I will.
Just do it.
I
You
will
must
think it
do
is
it.
my
Punish
fault.
BB.
Oh my God. Okay. You don't see anything really. I think you just
Gotcha.
you just see three basically, babies, teenagers that are adults for legal purposes.
All right, Mira, pop quiz. What is a first assessment?
Well, right. Well, he must be murdered because otherwise y'all wouldn't be here. Probably. Otherwise it could have been some sort of cosmic issue. I'm going to assume that there's probably something untoward going on the alchemical board there because Rowan looked like he saw a ghost. And he's dead.
Well, can't argue with pretty much any of that.
Nailed it.
Really on the spot over here, Gus. I mean, they're kids. Go easy on them.
Well, they're not. They don't seem too shocked to see a dead body, so I assume it's not their first.
Is that a question
Maybe.
that you would like us to answer, or
You're welcome to.
are we going back and forth, tossing around deductions? Because that's normally what we do.
Yeah, sure. Rowan, what do you think happened?
Yeah, Rowan.
Look, there's
You know,
more
that's-
sweat stuff coming off their hands. It's really pulling up there.
Yeah, they might need to get a tea towel or something. Speaking of, I'll go get the coffee and tea that was set out for us.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, I genuinely don't know. That's why we're here. But, and he'll point over to the, you know, the
whiteboard.
papers on the
Yep,
walls.
mhm.
Yeah, the
The board,
whiteboard,
yeah.
yeah. And he'll be like, I do know what some of that is, though.
Okay.
What is it? I've been trying to understand it, but I don't really get all of the symbols being used differently than what I'm used to.
We'll turn to
Yeah, I shake my head at you a little bit. Like, look, I know y'all are from the office and everything, but maybe we should check and see if that's something that we can talk about first. You know?
yeah.
Don't
I
want to
don't know.
get
Who
in
do you need to
trouble with her.
need to speak to about this kind of stuff? I'm guessing you have higher ups.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like if you were to imagine a ladder and the lowest rung, we're that's us. Well, not
Right.
technically, we're the second rung, but pretty low. So
Yeah.
maybe we should
Okay.
just check with someone first.
Yeah, like probies. I get it.
Where would somebody from the office rank on that pecking order?
I definitely go white. Pale. Like, oh shit. Well, I would assume, and again, this is an assumption, so not fact or anything, but I would assume that you would be up there on equal level with, like, say, maybe our witnesses or, you know, something of the like, or maybe higher. I don't know. It depends on what they would say.
I think we want to get this sorted before whoever is the culprits can get away. So how about you just follow our lead, and if he gets into any trouble, just point them to our direction and we can deal with it.
I look at you, Rowan, like, and just because I can't really roleplay two other people at the same time, I'm going to say that our other individual is very silent, but is somewhat agreeing, like, if you your ass. Actually, you know what? He'll probably say gruffly, well, you have to either explain to them in our first assessment, we either helped the people from the office or we didn't. So whichever one you think is going to get us in more trouble. Oh yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point. Probably should help them.
Okay.
We don't want on our first assignment to be not helping the office people.
But why don't we agree to share our findings with each other? So we'll share what we've figured out and what we've discerned with you, and vice versa. So that way it's more of a collaborative experience rather than, you know.
Okay, question. And I mean, absolutely no offense by this question. I just think I have to ask it.
Okay.
You didn't murder him, right? He didn't do something terrible and then you came in from the office and rendering divine judgment or nothing, right? Just...
No.
Divine judgment?
Divine?
From what I've gathered, the office isn't really out to condemn people?
No,
It's
not
not-
condemn,
it's not-
but I mean, aren't you all about, you know, keeping the balance or what have you? I just wanted to
We
make sure.
had nothing to do with
Okay.
this. No.
All right.
No,
Oh,
we're more
that's a
on the,
relief.
as far as I've gathered, we try to find answers.
Okay. Right.
So,
Good. I mean, I guess you gotta ask though, right? You gotta ask.
Yeah.
Someone's at the crime scene, you gotta ask, did you kill the guy? I guess that makes first sense. It's a first protocol.
yeah.
Did you kill him?
What? No.
No.
Okay, alright, well we will cover our bases.
So, Rowan,
I
you're
mean-
going to tell us what
Mhm.
is on that board? What were they trying to figure out?
I
Do your best and I
Oh.
can come in and help if you need.
yeah. I I was an apprentice under Ben, and I saw a lot of the work that he was doing, and I'm aware of it, and he's very, very good at what he does. I'd say he's probably one of the best. And he'll go over to the wall and point at some of the symbols. And he'd be like, this here, they were trying to do something which is frowned upon. You keep looking over to her to just be like double check that, and then you just...
Unfortunately, I look very shocked to find this out as well, because I clearly did not pass whatever class I don't know what's on the board. So I'm looking at you like, what the hell were they? What? What are you talking about?
They were trying to learn how to extract memory from people.
Wait a minute. We already know how to do that. What do you mean, people?
They're trying to do it in a way so that it doesn't break the laws of the Mercurials. But, I think they got far, but I guess...
Oh, Oswin
I don't
and
know.
Wycliffe shift uncomfortably, go very stiff here. Okay. They were trying to take something from Mr. Moore, we suspect. Is that what you're saying, Rowan?
Yeah.
Okay, I can explain a little. So, the way things work, how familiar are y'all with the Mercurials and the way things work? Have you worked with any of us before?
No, first time.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? And I have just a tiny moment of like, we're the first ones I'm working with. And then I try to compose myself and I say, so, like any supernatural secretive order, we have like, a ladder, essentially. And you start that ladder as a witness, which means you can't really partake in any of the work. You just have to witness it. And then you come up to apprentice, which is where some of us are at. And I glance to Rowan. And then you come up to bearer, which is where the others of us are at. And then, so on and so forth. But if you're very, very, very lucky, you end as you began, which is as a witness. And that is what Mr. Moore chose to do. He chose to stop his work and become a witness. And that means that he has to witness. He can't be sharing information or helping directly solve anything. He can give like occasional guidance, but he can't work on the work anymore. So...
What's the penalty?
Is it like a I'm sorry, is it like a voluntary retirement? How's this?
Yeah.
And you're only allowed to do, there's a privilege granted to you once you've reached echelon.
Yeah.
A certain tier.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
have to-
guess you could become a witness again, but I mean, who does that?
Okay.
Why would you want to? I guess. Why would you want to retire before you'd finished your work? Why would you want to retire
Just trying
at
to
all?
understand how this works.
Right. Well, you spend your lifetime working on something, right? And kind of like a thesis, sort of. You know, you've got your life's work, your passion, the thing
PhD.
exactly, the thing you want to try to figure out, and then some of us, if we're very lucky, we figure it out and find something new to fixate on, and we do that. And Mr. Moore there, well, he did that multiple times over and then fell in love and decided to become a witness.
So, Rowan, you're saying that Mr. Moore was investigating or trying to research this alternative way to draw memories?
Yeah.
Okay. From what you remember, did they get close? How far were they from the wanted result?
So for you, Rowan, it would have, I think, started as something not this, because this would definitely be a big no-no to try to take it from a witness. So you probably recognize it as like, I don't know, some basic formula that maybe he and Peter were talking about when you came into the room, or you were doing rudimentary things. It's basic memory stuff. We know how to do that. We know how to extract things from regular mortal memory or what have you, or people. But this, to be switched to trying to extract something from a witness, would require some extra steps, as the witnesses are like trapped, essentially, like magically trapped, where you can't pull that information from them. They die with their secrets. So
Yeah, trying to...
that part
it's basically
is new
trying
to
to...
you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like extracting deep, like almost like embedded
Yeah.
secrets
Yeah.
in there. Yeah.
Exactly. And like, I mean, we have rumors, but you know, we're young and stupid, so I don't know if we believe them or not, but I'm pretty sure I do. But there are rumors like somebody knows the secret of the Philosopher's Stone and they became a witness to protect that information, and then, you know, that's like also what we do. We can bury the truth and knowledge, although we don't like to. We value knowledge very highly, and we're freely normally will share it. But there's certain things, you know, stories that you hear about, oh, this one time, you know, somebody did find the secret to long life or immortality, and then they became a witness and died with it. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, look, I didn't know the exact formula or what it was that they were working on. I just knew that it was something that they got close, but I don't know how close they got. I have no idea. I only heard bits and pieces when, you know, he was working on it.
Do we think that this was a forceful removal of memory, if that's even what happened to Mr. Moore? Or do you think Mr. Moore desperately wanted for someone to know, allowed this to happen? You know, other than Miss Moore, as his apprentice, you probably know him at the very least second best of anyone in this room.
I just turned to her again.
Yeah. And I shrug. I can't imagine he would willingly break such a huge rule, but I didn't know him. I only know him by reputation.
On the subject of rules, how does your organization handle rule breakers?
I've never heard of anyone breaking this rule.
Ever.
So you don't have... What's the equivalent of being expelled from the Mercurials?
You're expelled from the Mercurials. You can't ever come back. You can't continue your work. It's taken from you, stripped. Like, that never happens. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be able to have access to your books and things, and you certainly wouldn't have access to any of our buildings, our material, our tomes. Like, I've never heard of that happening before.
So a blacklist, basically.
Yeah, and yeah. What's a huge disgrace?
Interesting. Now, I may not understand how this memory extraction works or what they were attempting to do, but is it possible to extract memories from somebody who's dead?
And I look to Rowan. Do you have
I
any
don't know.
idea? No, yeah, I don't either. I haven't really, done any of that yet. I suppose it might be possible, but I imagine... Well, no, hold on. Nope, no clue. Not a clue. I mean, theoretically, it might be possible, but you'd run into the same roadblocks you would if they were alive, if you were trying to do it from a witness, right? We magically lock down that information when you choose to become a witness. It's voluntary, but it's more like a show of your dedication to the craft and to your work, that you magically lock down.
I see. So it wouldn't become easier if you're deceased. It's not something you have to be conscious of.
No, I think it would be... Technically, I think it would be harder. Like if there was, like a mortal, regular person, then maybe, we could extract something from their recent memory if they were dead, but they'd have to be dead like an hour or two ago, and, kind of like, why are you asking about extracting memory from a dead person?
Curious. I just want to understand how all of this works. And
Right,
maybe
okay.
understand motives, because... in my mind, if it would be easier, if somebody isn't, alive to extract the memories, maybe that was a motive why he was murdered, possibly. Just trying to piece together some theories here.
Do you think someone
When
murdered him for his knowledge?
Well, when a memory is extracted, is it extracted into a form that can be interpreted or understood? Is it made into a physical item, or is it more ethereal than that?
Usually into something like this, and I'll pull out, like, I move my coat aside and you see this like very interesting like contraption, and I hit a button and out pops like a little vial, almost like an ampule, but I hold it up like this, something like this, and then you either, depending on what it is that you're trying to extract, you either drink it or smell it or, put it in, the air, the aroma, that kind of thing. It's usually taste or smell. Usually.
So you could, in theory, take a memory from one person and then give it to another, or...
Oh, yeah. Not in theory. We can do that. We can do that.
Okay.
If you're not a witness, we can do that. I could do that right now if you wanted. Please don't ask me to do that. I hate that I volunteered that.
Sorry, Jim. I mean...
This is all just very interesting to me, so I'm going to guess that depending upon what it is that you do is how strongly you can attach to that memory. I'm guessing that if you just smell it, it's not going to be that strong of an attachment, but if you drink it, since you're, ingesting it, it must be a stronger connection, am I right?
So this is really interesting, and I'm so glad you asked, because I find this fascinating as well. It actually depends on the person that you're extracting from. So memory is very, very heavily tied to your sense of smell. So sometimes it's actually a better conduit than ingesting it. But again, it depends on the memory. It depends on how deeply buried it is, and on maybe the nature of the memory as well. Like, for example, if I wanted to share with you the best meal I'd ever had, I guess smell would probably work for that too. But you see what I'm getting at? Like, if it's maybe something long buried, like from your childhood or something, it's probably going to be smell. If it was something from yesterday, you're fine to drink it.
The only reason why I ask is you wouldn't want to drink too much of it because it would just then disappear.
Yeah. It's art, really. Fascinating what they do.
What if it was something someone had seen?
You'd probably drink or smell it. It's really just, it's not necessarily what, how they ingested the memory. It's how we access the memory. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah. smell is just
Yeah.
usually a really good one.
All right, just checking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think as they've been talking, I think I'll turn back to the desk and the body kind of slumped on top of it. I want to investigate this ampule of blood I have. I want to figure something out from it at the very least.
Okay. Do you want to, what do you want to do with that? Are you going to roll something? And I'm so sorry, Harry. I'll get to you in just a second. I'm sorry. I love you.
Think what I want to do, especially after, I think it was Gus, he pointed this out, that the eyes were very like overly dilated.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I drew some blood to see if there's anything in the blood to show signs of being drugged or poisoned, anything like that. So I think I want to do that. I think purely running on what I know from the chemistry classes and the physics classes I took of spectroscopy, and basically using that to figure out what's in the blood. I'm going to basically do a magically charged version of spectroscopy to see what compounds and stuff is in the blood. That's what I'm going to attempt to do.
Yeah. Make a roll for it. Holy.
As I think I'll like set that ampule like down. I think I'll get like, yeah, sure, why not? I want to go to like, I want to open up one of the drawers and see if I can find like a plain piece of paper. Something that's at least mostly white. Set that down on the table and then kind of stand the ampule in the center of it. And is there a lamp here?
Oh yeah, desk lamp.
Okay, yeah, I'll get the desk lamp and kind of like position it so it's shining onto the ampule and like leaving like not shadow but like a reddish tinged shadow light stream on the other side of it due to the blood. And I'll place a hand on the lamp. And 3 things for this.
Yeah.
Because I think this would count as a spell.
Yeah, it sure
The
does.
lamp. I guess with a paper count.
In what way?
The lamp is, for anyone who doesn't know, spectroscopy is basically just identifying the properties of matter using the light that travels through it. In this case, it'd be specifically when you excite the electrons in an atom and it drops down, lets out a specific wavelength of light, and you can use that to be like, this is helium or this is hydrogen or whatever. So I want to do that. So the lamp itself would be one.
But let's think about the
item.
symbolism and what it is that you're trying to do. So like a fucking magnifying glass would also work here as an item for you to use in this.
Yeah.
A pair of glasses, like anything that would help you see properly or get this information or
Okay.
You could use a keyboard. You could use a printout of Google. You know, like you can get very creative with the symbolism and the items that you use for this spell. But be careful, because if you do succeed, then it will be easier for you to do this again with those items, but much harder for you to do it without the exact items that you used this time.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what it would be in this office realistically.
I'm sure there's an Encyclopedia Britannica or something. I'm sure there's something like that in here.
I'll grab an encyclopedia.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody wears glasses, but you could. The Mercurials wear attached monocles, so you could grab something like that if you wanted to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab
Do you just grab one, or are you going to
this.
ask them? You're going to be like, "Hey, can I have that?" Yeah. I mean, I'm down for either. I think either one is fucking dope.
I just think
you just walk over and grab it.
I have an idea. I think like as they're talking, we see a Catsi like have an idea, start grabbing these things, grabs like the encyclopedia. I think opens it up to like the first chemistry page of the encyclopedia, wherever that is, and sets it down, sets the ampule down, gets the lamp, kind of positions it slightly, and then they start like snapping their fingers, looking around for something, and then looks at Rowan.
Yep.
Marches
Rowan
up to
would
Rowan.
be better because Rowan was the apprentice. Yes, that's exactly how this works. Yep.
Like marches up to Rowan and doesn't say a word. Whatever they see a monocle, they just take the monocle off of them and then spins on their heels and goes back to the desk. Just goes, thank you. Okay. And
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Collaboration.
Are we about to
Sorry.
magic?
I will have the monocle like in between the lamp and the vial to focus the light coming in. That goes through the monocle into the ampule, and then whatever's portrayed on the other side to cascade onto the chemistry page or the encyclopedia on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Yeah, that's all three.
See
Go ahead and roll.
if anything happens.
Yeah. You can also, sorry, I want to give you all the shifts because I adore you all and I'm teaching you how to do magic for the first time. You can also like touch him. His body's still here. That's hugely powerful. Or snatch a piece of his hair. You know, like anything that anchors what you're trying to do to who you're trying to do it to. Even though you have his blood, any extra bits of him, you know, is also good. Yeah. You need a minimum of 3, but you can have 5. Yeah, to help you.
Did he have glasses?
I don't know. B, did he have glasses? Oh, yeah, he's got glasses. So you can take them from him. Oh.
I feel bad. I don't think I want to take. I imagine he was wearing them.
Okay, but yes.
I imagine that logically speaking that I would have had to take them off for the assessment that I did.
Yeah.
So they'd probably be.
So they're probably
be
sitting
set
on the desk or something.
respectfully on the desk.
I feel a little bit bad. I'm not to remove it from the dead person's body.
Yeah.
So I'll take the glasses, and I'll have it be a double lens. I have the glasses and the monocle in between the light. What would that give me then? Because I know it's 15 with the 3.
So I'll let you do max 20 for this then. Yep.
20?
Yep.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is something really interesting, depending on how you roll here. But I like the idea that the monocle is your control, sort of, because it's from the view.
Okay.
Metaphorically, it would be from the viewpoint of the apprentice. And then you've also got the other glasses from the viewpoint of him. So we might get 2 things happening here. Ooh, please roll well.
Let's see.
Go. 80. God damn it.
80. I'm taking
Your
a
mark
burn.
was
I'm
60,
re-rolling
bro.
that.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Take a
Yeah.
burn. Reroll. God damn it. Do you want to do it again? I'll let you do it one more time. No. Ah, you did it. 25. There we go. There we go. Don't forget to mark that burn down. I think you just hit a thing, didn't you?
No, yeah. I have 3 burn.
All right,
I
one
believe
more.
4 is the.
All right. Normally you can only do that one time, but I just wanted to see it win. So, okay, cool. All right. So you got a 25 here. So what exactly are you looking for in the blood?
I think because. Oh, okay. I think I'm honestly, even though I am using magic,
Yeah.
I am looking for not mundane, but like somewhat sensical explanation of what happened.
Yeah.
So I think I'm looking for like if there was any, whether it's magical or mundane, any anything done to them to alter how they usually would respond or act.
Okay. Yes. And it looks like both magical and mundane.
Okay.
And what does this look like? Because I think what would be neat is if through the glasses, his glasses, we only see the mundane, but it is through the Mercurial's monocle that we see that there is also magical.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. The way I imagine I set this up, as the light passes through the glasses and the monocle, and then through the ampule, and then wherever's left is scattered onto the page. I think the rays of light land on specific words or letters in the encyclopedia on the other side of the ampule. I imagine you won't tell me exactly what's happening, but tell me like it will land on MAGIC. Tell me that something magical has happened, and then the other rays of light will land on MUNDNE or even POISON for poison to let me know that poison's been involved or in this blood currently.
Ooh, okay. Opiate.
Oh, this is... I wasn't great at history, but I don't think this was normal at this time. Rowan, was Mr. Moore on any sort of opioids for leisure or for research?
As far as I'm aware, no.
I'll turn to Gus. There's definitely some opiates in his system, at least from what I'm guessing here.
I glance between you and the dead body and like the lamp, like your entire setup. Like, yeah, that's good. It's good. All right, so opiates.
Yeah, and there's something magical as well on top of that. I couldn't nail that down, but the opiates was a lot easier to identify.
Okay. All right. Interesting. So we're going to assume this was ingested or injected, seems most likely in that case.
And see if we can look for any clear puncture wounds.
A good idea. However, we're going to switch scenes. Harry, I did not forget you. You said you were going to pretend to go get coffee and then sneak outside.
Well, I was eventually going to get coffee, but yes, also going outside.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Yes.
I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying that you were
Well, you usually do.
immediately
That's
sneak
why I
outside.
was checking.
I don't, but Alder does. But yes, okay. But you're going to sneak
that-
outside. B, I hope you're ready because we have to then be our other characters now. So we are hiding in a bush, probably.
Still the same one that you were waving from.
Yeah,
across the street.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. I don't want to go in there. But yeah.
So I'll look and see if you're still poking out at all.
Oh yeah.
I'm motioning for you to come the other way.
No, you come here.
Across the street.
You don't want to go over there. We can't risk anybody seeing her. I mean, the disguise is fine, but just in case, those look like magic folk.
Oh, those were Mercurials.
Yeah, I thought so. We don't want them seeing her, so we're hiding over here in this bush.
Fair enough. That's fine. Everything's seemingly all right. They're assisting us.
Okay. Like
They know
assisting you how?
Well, I mentioned that we're from the office, and they immediately basically went, "Oh, you're the authorities here. We will happily work with you."
Okay.
So,
Okay. Harry, do I need to put your feet on the ground? Is your ego about to, we're just like them, okay? Ignore the fact that they worship the ground that you walk on. Okay.
I use that because you had mentioned that there's the hierarchy and they kind of view us all. So I use that to our advantage so that they were okay with us being here.
Okay.
I don't think my head's in the clouds. I mean, it's
Okay,
kind
because
of a
they'll
rainy
step
day.
on your shoes, but they're nice.
Yeah, I try to maintain them, but I guess step
Okay.
on them
It
if
shows.
the ego is there.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. So there's that. They're aiding the others in their investigation. Our investigation. I did mention, so you have an out if you desire, that we may have other associates showing up,
Oh, okay.
which would be you two, so you can.
Well, we most certainly can. I think Miss Moore was saying you have about, 20, 30 minutes before Peter shows up and he's not kind to the youngins there.
Oh, right, because the same organization, he's higher up on the pecking order, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Would it be?
I guess he dismisses them.
Well, that would still work for us, I suppose. If we're there, they're aiding us, and he overrides them and sends them out, we then have one person instead of three to deal with.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? I don't know who would send 3 people in there to deal with a crowd.
They're green. They're so green.
No, I know, but I just mean it seems like a really crazy thing, from a production standpoint, to try to send 3 people to deal with y'all instead of just one. That would have been really smart.
Shh. Yes,
Anyway,
I
it's
suppose.
fine.
Yeah, well,
You know, creative decisions come to us all.
They all come at a cost, I suppose.
yeah.
Anyway,
So yes, nonetheless, you are able to enter if you so desire. There is an out for you, or an in, I suppose.
yeah.
Also, the other Ms. Moore has retired to her bedroom.
Perfect.
I was able to convince her to go rest.
Do you want to go in now before Peter gets here, and that way you can talk to Peter? Wait, did you talk to Peter the first time he arrived? You must have, because you remember.
I did, yeah.
Okay. Shoot. Well, I think your disguise will be fine. It's probably not going to work on Peter.
Well, why would? Okay, but if it doesn't work on him, then why would she be the disguise? Would he understand?
It was really for anyone else. I mean, I don't mind explaining to a Mercurial what I've done here. I just wanted to kind of hide her from herself, really, is what I want to do.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure how much I wasn't deceitful, but I definitely didn't give every explanation possible because I wasn't sure what information they should or shouldn't.
I mean, I don't know how you feel about the whole office arriving to you, but not them.
Well, it wasn't until after you just said there was a Mercurial there. I didn't get much of an explanation until more
I mean,
recently.
Miss Moore, the office arrived for her. That's like a big deal.
Oh, I see.
And her husband was in the
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't rightly know what to make of all that. I don't know why that happened. And I wish I did, but I just
Maybe it was to honor him for the balance or something. Maybe he manifested it. I'm unsure. Regardless, we should probably get y'all in just in case before Peter shows up. One of them was the name was did you ever meet a Rowan, Ms. Moore? A Rowan Fisk? All right.
No.
They had mentioned that they're an apprentice or were an apprentice before Peter of Ben.
Oh. I did hear tale about them having apprentices, but
Okay.
I never met any of them.
Never met them. All right. That's fine. Just informing you that there is one of his apprentices here.
So they know who I am?
Well, they're here to investigate what we are, and they know who you are because of your relation with Ben.
Okay.
But if you haven't met them, you haven't met them. It's just more, that's also mostly for you, Alder, that one of them is directly tied to Ben here.
All right. Do you want...
Doesn't mean it's suspicious, just information. Also, they have a
Well, I
glamour
mean,
that's
a little
way too pretty.
suspicious. If you've never met him, or
True.
heard them,
Him, I believe, was referred to, but that's true, though. Yeah, why
That is
would you never
weird,
met
yeah.
them if they
I mean,
were
maybe
here?
that's how they do things. I'm not entirely sure.
But Peter was here all the time,
yeah,
He was.
so why wasn't the others?
that's a good question. That's
Was
a very good
Ben always
question.
working from here, always, or was he usually out until more recently?
I mean, he was here working a lot. Like a lot. Truth be told, I mean, I all of it just feels a little. I'm still trying to even wrap my head around the last however long we've been doing this.
For sure.
I'm sorry. I wish I feel so foolish. I wish I could be more helpful.
No, you're right. You're okay. Maybe more generalized. Would you say that he's been more, maybe years ago, while he was working with these Mercurials, was he more out of the house then, or has he always been working from his own office?
No,
You can't really
that
remember
sounds
time.
true.
He'd go out for long periods.
Oh, back when we were together in the early days, yeah, he would go, and then I guess in recent, I don't know, months, nearly a year, he's been more and more at home.
Around the time with Peter showing up.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, there's not casting doubts or suspicions, just trying to line up things. And when this person may have become their apprentice, or I should say stopped being their apprentice. They're so young. They're so young. It can't have been that long ago, I suppose, unless they start apprenticeships and, as babies.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just talking. Okay. Anyway, that's what I wanted to inform you all of, that it should be okay for you to come in. Do you have a cover?
Yeah, okay. We'll come in when we see Peter arrive, maybe.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
He won't know that you're on the way or from the office.
I'll use my badge. It's fine.
Oh, right. That's true. Yep. I still haven't got mine. I feel like I've said it enough, but maybe it'll be back there when I get there. That's all right. I'm still talking to myself.
Harry.
All right.
It's good work.
Oh, thank you.
And thanks for
Now you probably see ego hit up a little bit more. And then Harry heads back ahead of y'all. And we'll then go up back into the office. After grabbing a tray of coffee, was there coffee and tea made? All right. On a tray, I'd assume, since there was a lot of them?
Absolutely, yeah.
Great. I grab that and head up the stairs.
Right. Back in the room, what are you guys doing? I think you were looking for a needle mark, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'd be assessing to see, because we didn't identify any mugs or containers left in the room last time. Yeah, injection seems like the next most likely. So I'm searching the usual suspects for signs of a puncture mark.
Go ahead and make a roll for me. Mind check.
I'll walk over to Rowan and just hand back the monocle. Thank you.
Oh,
May I
very
receive a
nice.
shift for my keen senses for
You
sight?
absolutely may. Would you like me to reattach that, like mend that for you, Rowan? Like
I kind of like the fact that they touched it. Honestly, if I'm being honest,
it's like broken off your coat now, but like they touched it. They
I don't think I want to clean it.
don't clean
Is that
it.
weird?
Don't clean it. Don't
Okay.
reattach it to your coat. It might have additional magical properties now. You know.
I'm gonna
Am
take
I hearing this? Am I like just standing here
It's up
hearing
to
them?
you. Like I think we're trying to be quiet, but you know how excited youngins get. You know, maybe we're whispering a little bit louder than we expect to be.
I just stare at them and quietly walk away.
I'll just.
I'm gonna take a burn to roll that one.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go for it. 29. Yes. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So this is interesting. What do you have on you right now, Gus, other than your camera?
I have chalk, a big book of Latin. I have I've got little evidence standees.
That's right. Okay. I don't know how this happens then, but
And a latex glove.
Oh yeah, and
I've got a latex glove on one hand. I've got two watches.
That's right. Okay, then why don't we say that as you are looking over, I think you're checking all the, obvious places, maybe even between the fingers, and you're kind of
Yeah, I'm going meticulous with it, definitely.
Yeah, so you're being very meticulous. You're not really catching any kind of like signs of entry, as it were, for this, but there is a moment when you are kind of like looking at his neck where you don't see any puncture mark, but it looks like if you're moving his head, if you're like moving him at all, there's some sort of glint in color that you can kind of see, like by the vein in his neck. Again, no puncture mark, but there's just something strange that you can't quite understand why it's doing this. It's almost like it's like shimmering when you move it, his neck.
Like there's something
Like there's something there, but you don't see any puncture mark.
glimmering in the vein.
Yeah, like on the surface of the skin, like the skin is changing color when you move it. But if for a second you like step back and try to focus on it, it looks like normal skin. It's really only when you're in this zone, when you're being meticulous and you're looking for this and you move the neck, like when you get nice close under maybe even the lamp that Akachi set up. where you're kind of like
Okay.
moving it and it looks like something moves.
Does this feel beyond natural? Does it
Yeah,
feel like a
Yep.
Okay.
Like this might be not a physical puncture wound you're looking for, but there seems to be a magical entry point here, maybe. Of some sort.
Okay. And if I palpate, like if I, gently touch my fingers to
Yeah.
this area with the glove on, I can't feel it any different. It feels.
Ooh, make another roll for me, please. This one's gonna be soul. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. You have do you still have easy prey?
Of course I do.
Yeah. Okay, so that's you're gonna have a -10 shift, right? Or is it -5?
Minus 10, I
it's
think
10.
when I
It's
last
brutal.
looked at
This
it.
is brutal. Okay. Yep. All right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
It
Okay.
is a.
Oh my God. It's 59,
59.
but the mark was 10 with that reduction. So you're going to instantly feel like a scalding in your throat. You're going to take a couple steps backward. Gus stumbles, falls to his knees, starts coughing, clawing at his throat, and then is going to mime. I don't know if any of you are going to catch this, but Gus, you're going to mime and not wind up with your body in the same position as Ben, but you're not on the table, you're on the floor. So Gus starts coughing and sputtering and clawing at his throat and then looks up, his eyes are watering, and then he just slumps down onto the floor and he's in the same position that Ben is in.
I'm at their side.
Yeah.
Gus, are you okay? I want to
fine.
roll Gus
You're
over
fine, Gus.
onto their back. Gus?
Did you say I'm fine?
Yeah,
like I
you
said, it's like
just a second.
It's played out.
You're, yeah, you're like, oh my God. Like maybe there's a moment where you're like, what the fuck just happened to me? But then you don't, it's like, what? I feel fine. What the fuck just happened? It's like miming.
Huh, that was odd.
That was... is that it? Is that all you're gonna...
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? It felt like I was gonna die? Because I did.
It's now bad time for coffee.
Now's a great time for
what
coffee,
just happened
actually.
there, Gus?
I don't know. I saw a thing that's sort of like not there, but it is, in that way that you do when a thing is there, but you can't quite
You've
see.
lost me.
There's something going on here. It's some kind of like
That's
in
for sure.
I've never heard you snark before.
How do you like it?
I like it a lot, actually. It suits you. It's not a physical injection site, but it's something. Someone has got this into his system without physically breaking his skin. It was like delivered through other means. I don't know why that happened to me.
Right.
That's a different mystery, but...
Hold on, that's how we got... Before we were shipped off, they didn't use needles. They used these... I can't remember what they were, but basically same principle of injecting the vaccines into our skin. What were those things called again?
Oh, I set the coffee down on the trays. Help yourselves. I know what you're talking about. It's more like air. It's air pressure. It pushes it right through the skin.
Like an air
used to
hypo?
do
Like
that.
that sort of
Yeah,
thing?
an air hypo, exactly. Like they used them in the army.
They did. So you think there's some sort of magical version of that might have injected him?
I turn slowly to the Mercurials and go, guys, does that sound familiar? Some kind of alchemical air hypo, perchance?
In TV dramas, this is where somebody always asks for their lawyer.
Because they don't want to say what they know, and that would be you saying, yeah, we know exactly that this is a thing, and yes, but you're not going to say that because of incriminating. I got you, yeah. All right. Also, just a heads up, probably in 15, 20 minutes, Peter will be arriving.
Well, let's speed this up then.
Wait, what?
Sorry,
How do you
like
know
to tell
that?
us?
How does he know that? Are we in trouble?
I don't believe so. I mean, do you think you're in trouble?
Well,
I mean,
Okay,
No,
relax.
the way
We didn't call your supervisor. That's not what happened.
I just know he's on his way.
how do you know that?
how?
Don't worry about what we know, and let's just focus on what you know. What are
I was
you
going to just say magic, which is true, but, you know, that's a different thing.
I might be about to
They're
lose my
so
apprenticeship
cool.
right now.
I think, like, is there a way that we could? Are you all taking apprentices by chance?
Not at the moment, but I'll keep it in mind.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
You
we
don't
leave
want
our
this
number?
apprenticeship.
Wait,
Well, the fact that you tell me I don't kind of makes me want it a little bit, but
That's usually-
I mean,
Yeah, like I can't
All right,
tell if
well-
that was like polite or just
Yeah.
talking
I
it
just wanna-
down because it's our dream.
I'm gonna refocus on the murder, if that's
right.
okay with you.
Right. Of course.
no,
Sorry.
right.
we can talk about that later.
So, when I asked you if there was a mercurial branded air hypo for the delivery of toxins or any kind of chemical into the bloodstream, your response was that you plead the fifth. Did I understand that correctly?
No, I said if this were a TV show, this is about the time when someone would ask for a lawyer. I didn't say anything other than that. The rest
exactly.
of
Okay.
it, you just deduced on your own.
Well, then,
This is true.
So,
Especially if
So-
my boss is coming, right?
yeah.
And it doesn't
okay.
have like an official stamp on it. It's not like it's like labeled mercurial, but yes,
no,
we
I
do
get
have
it.
them.
I get it. I understand. So, you know that like part of investigating a murder is figuring out who did it and establishing
Yeah,
a
but
motive
it's
for
starting
why.
to look a lot like one of our own did it, and that's terrifying to think about.
Yes. Which, hold one moment, Gus. More information. When did you stop being Ben's apprentice, Rowan?
Nope, Rowan, I think you're done talking now. Sorry, y'all are great, but you ain't pinning this on Rowan. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
I'm not pinning it on Rowan. But it's for timeline's sake, because Ben used to leave this office regularly, and within the last year, he started more and more staying here. There is a time. I'm trying to see
when
who
did he
he may
become a
have been
witness?
more in contact with.
Well, I
this
mean,
last year.
him and Peter.
Right.
That's so weird.
It may not be just him, but that's why I'm saying I'm trying to figure out the time. I'm not pinning this on Rowan, but for timeline's sake, for information, this is useful.
Well, why did you never come and visit here? Was it like a thing that he asked you not to do? I've been curious about that as well. If I'm honest. I'd want to see where my master was living.
I just figured that maybe he just wanted to keep his life here separate from what he was doing there.
But he slowly stopped showing up in your regular haunts, so to speak.
Yeah.
I was going to say office, but the word's getting a little weird now. He would normally do that until this last year-ish,
Well, that's
correct?
when he became a witness, right? So
Yeah.
that would make sense. He doesn't come back anymore. I mean,
Fair.
he
So-
could. He's welcome to and offer advice and witness our work. That would be incredible. But he hasn't really.
So was that around the time that you were no longer an apprentice?
Oh, yeah, he can't be an apprentice to someone who's a witness.
Right. So that was the
Sorry,
time that
Mom.
it cut off, more or less? Or
Yeah.
was it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Again, you aren't here. If you're not here, you couldn't do it wrong. That's why I'm not pinning it on you. I'm just trying to figure out timelines, and I'm going to be very honest. There's one unfortunate suspect that will be here soon. I'm not saying they did it. However, and I point to Gus, what you just discovered with the hypo. And there's only one other person that was regularly visiting here, according to Ms. Moore. So, just noting for the sake of that. Also, if Peter were say to have you three leave, what would you do? How would you respond? If we weren't here and you were
yes,
just
sir.
here and he said, "Hey, go."
Oh, we'd say, yes, sir. It depends. Are we in trouble?
I don't know.
Well, we're here to
but-
do an initial assessment, and then someone was going to relieve us. I just didn't know it was going to be
Right.
Peter.
If you're only here for 20 minutes, how long does an initial assessment take?
I don't know, maybe an hour?
Right. Why would someone interrupt you 20 minutes in if
I
they
don't
know
know.
that you're going to...
I
Right.
don't know.
Exactly.
Well, unless
Unless they
know.
didn't want you to see certain
unless
things.
they know how you're here or whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to start suspecting.
You don't have to, but
All right.
he won't know we're here. Because he doesn't.
It's ominous.
So, again, that's why I'm noting things. And there are connections all over. It does not mean it was him, but he might be a witness or maybe in the term of seeing things or have an idea who may have been here because not many people came to this office. Anyway, that was what I was interjected with. Continue yourselves. I'm apologies for interrupting.
Do you really? I'm sorry. Do you really think that he could have done this? And now I'm looking at Rowan.
I mean, I hope not. I really hope not. It wouldn't make sense, at least to me. But, I mean, I don't know. Strange things happen all the time.
I reach into my pouch and I pull out it looks like a almost like a extra long pen or some weird tubular device, and it looks like a plunger on the back, but again, nothing comes out, and I just hold it up. I say, it looks like this. Peter will have one, probably.
Well,
Use that to administer anything in particular?
And then I
Just
put it back.
alchemical day to day?
Yeah, actually, it's a pretty common tool that we use. We can use it for plants. We can use it for, not really for people, but yeah, we use it in all of our
But in
experiments,
theory.
pretty much. Yeah.
I only really have one last question that the three of you can maybe help us solve, because
Sure.
we're not saying that that Peter is the one that did this, because to me that would be a little too convenient, a little too self-contained. Not saying it's impossible, but what I'd like to understand is this: what Ben was working on, this memory stuff. It's in the ballpark of what the Mercurials can do already, but obviously this is something a little different.
Yeah.
What are the ramifications of this working? What is the worst case scenario of this theory functioning and being able to be used for nefarious purposes?
Well, I mean, you could extract anything from anyone then. If you could get around magical barriers that are helping you keep information, buried, you could steal anything from anyone and like...
that includes a witness.
Yeah. That includes a witness, that includes... I mean, you could probably go into the Lucky Rabbit and take something from someone without them knowing. That's crazy. That would be real bad. That would be horrible. Like, we should probably get rid of that board and burn everything else in here.
Right. Speaking of the board, a page was taken specifically by whoever did this, and I point to the empty spot with the tear. You said you had a rough idea on this, Rowan. What do you know what's missing?
Oh, don't finish that, Rowan. That's too far. You ask too much.
Fair, but I'm not saying write it out. I'm not saying that. But there's a key piece missing here that was clearly needed from this, and whoever did this murder took that piece, that connecting piece, to hide themselves, to hide the evidence, or because that's what they needed.
I don't think I can say.
All right. Well, fair enough, I suppose. But now you do realize that is a very key part to his death and possibly finding who did it. And Peter will know that immediately when he walks in that that's missing. So.
I think if you're not going to help us, maybe you should leave.
Yeah.
Especially if it'll get you in trouble.
Right. Well, it was very nice to meet y'all.
You were helpful. Don't be dejected here. You were very helpful. We understand that there are limitations.
Do you mind if we just have a second with Ben?
We'll I'd step back.
Should probably do what we came here to do, our initial assessment. If y'all don't mind.
I look at the rest and...
Go ahead.
By all means.
Ooh, 25. Okay. I think you see without words then, the rest of the Mercurials will the three of them will fall into what seems to be like a very routine that they have with each other. One steps forward, the other kind of mirrors and moves out of the way. And they kind of mirror what you guys did, where they look at the bookshelf, they look at the stack of books, they kind of look over everything here and really assess the scene. It is, in fact, Rowan who goes up and is looking at the body. And he doesn't touch anything, but he is leaning over. He's maybe pulling out like a device or two. He uses his monocle to kind of like look over the body as he's looking at it, but he doesn't seem to touch anything at all. None of them do, in fact. They're all just perusing and looking visually. They're pulling out some strange little kind of like devices here and there. You do not see Mira pull out the other device again. She kind of keeps that and leaves that. At one point, she pulls a vial out, and it looks like she's going to pour it on top of the books. But as it begins to pour, it looks like it stops above the stack of books, kind of trails down, and then disappears. But there is one book then that she kind of looks at and leans down and then pulls out a little notebook and jots down the name of that book. And it's stuff like that they work in silence for just a couple of minutes, really. And then they stand up, look at each other, and Mira says, well, we normally would do a little bit more than that and probably take a full hour, but I think we'll go now. Thank y'all. It was very nice to meet you. Sorry we couldn't be of more
Mira?
help. Yes.
Oswin, Fisk, Wycliffe, it was very nice meeting the three of you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Wish you the
Pam.
best of luck with your organization.
And you guys as well.
Thank you.
You were very helpful. You were.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Come on.
Oh, one final thing.
Yeah.
Should we mention to Peter when he shows up that you were here and you did what you needed to ahead of time? Or should we just leave it out?
Please don't lie on our account.
All right.
And then they'll leave. Now you guys are left alone in the office. What do you do?
Well, that was my suspicious.
So, hot tip for everybody, don't touch the dead guy's neck. That's just my recommendation.
Yeah.
Noted.
Noted.
So there's something magical still present in his neck.
Yeah, there's something there that I can't quite... I mean,
Wait, yeah, I missed something. Hold on, I was out of the room. What happened now? You're just talking about a hypo or something.
yeah, there's some kind of contactless delivery. I thought it was supernatural to start with, but I totally forgot about the existence of air hypos. So I guess there's a more practical, explanation too. But there's definitely something in his system that Midas identified as being opiate derived, or at least that there's some kind of opiate in it. So, initial assessment of poisoning seems to have won out.
Right.
So we know the means, and I guess we're just trying to figure out the rest.
We're trying to figure out the motive.
Yeah.
But something
Well-
as big as being able to extract the memory even from a witness is certainly a powerful thing indeed. So this research is highly, highly valuable. Now, why is it that Ben would be researching something so risky, something so powerful?
Well, a few ideas. I mean, actually, I don't know if... well, Einstein, you have mentioned Einstein. This wouldn't be a thing you wouldn't know. The atom bomb. Einstein developed it. Einstein didn't want to use it in the way it was used. That was not the intent there. He was doing it for research and whatnot. There's other motives, I'm sure. But the idea of knowledge and it not having any morality, it is just knowledge.
Well, the context of that was that we were afraid that Germany was going to make the bomb first, so that's why we had to beat them to the punch, but we ended up not even having to use it on them. But
No.
I get what you're saying, unless there's some sort of arms race here that we're not aware of. Well, the motivation would be purely, at this point, to uncover knowledge and strictly that, but being able to pull memory and an infinite possibility of knowledge is quite a dangerous thing indeed. So the motivation, again, what was Ben trying to get after? Was there something specific that he couldn't reach and that unlocking this would help him get to that? But if that was the case, then what was it?
The question is definitely, was it intended for a specific purpose, or was it intended as a new technique, a new possibility? Like, are we looking at this as a new weapon or technology in the alchemical world, or are we looking at this as he was doing it for a very specific purpose, to access something very specific, whether that was in his own mind, because if he was a witness, I think his own mind is subject to the locking, if I understand that correctly. So perhaps there was something that he needed, that he wanted to share that he couldn't. That's just...
That is a good point,
Locking.
because didn't... I remember
sorry,
correctly.
Snake Eyes. We definitely have determined that memory is this mercurial organization. Apparently, if you become a witness, which is sort of like their... Did they clarify that was their lowest rung? That's how they phrased it?
Bit of both.
Yeah. Sorry. Do you want me to come in here or not and assist? Sorry.
I was sort of... you're
Yeah,
fine.
you-
I was sort of
you're too good,
pitching it
dude.
to the room.
Yeah, you're too good. I'll shut the fuck up.
You're fine.
A bit of both. You start off as a witness, but when you reach high enough ranks, you can essentially retire to become a witness again.
It seems that the way the Mercurials protect their information is by basically making you agree to have your memories put under lock and key. And being unable to share information that is of a sensitive nature. And so if something in theory is too revelatory or mind-blowing or dangerous, dangerous information, if someone is made a witness, that information can't be shared freely, and it can be effectively confined to a singular person or persons. It's also how they protect information from leaving the order. If you decide to retire from your position of power, they make you a witness, which means that you're unable to spill secrets to the enemy.
And you were saying, thank you, that is very helpful. You were saying, Jim, Sal.
Well, I mean, since it's all just us here, it doesn't really matter. But what I remembered was that Ben had a dream about the office that was mentioned, and Miss Moore, she did reference that. I'm wondering, it could be possible that maybe his research was looking into drawing the memory of the office experience from himself, because I want to give Ben the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he has a malicious intent to use this dangerous of a, we'll call it a magic technique on others, but he would be willing to use it on himself to gain a better understanding of the mysteries of the office.
Or if perhaps, I wonder if they were intentionally locked from something they figured out within their own organization, and certain people may have stopped them from figuring things out. I'm just, again, maybe the information that you kind of were saying, to keep it from your enemies or to keep it from yourself because you weren't supposed to know something. So he may have understood that but not knew what it was and was trying to figure it out. Hence why he was so stuck in here.
Yeah, I mean, the only exit from this organization is, as I understand it, is to be, you know, put under lock and key and like a kind of, you know, bizarre probation and maybe low-key surveillance. I could see someone wanting to break free of that in some sense.
Yeah.
Well,
The motive of the person that killed... Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off, but I don't understand that witnesses are able to share what information they already have. It's not like the lock and key prevents them from... Because he had an apprentice. So the idea that they're restricted kind of falls away. It's protection that somebody draws the memory from them without their permission. Is what we have to worry about. That's why they lock down the information as a safeguard.
You're saying
he did have an apprentice and then he became a witness. That's when Rowan stopped being an apprentice. I do think it is a level of you can't convey the secrets of the Mercurial once you are a witness.
Yeah, I don't... Did they specify... Well, because if it was meant to prevent you from telling others, if that's what they had noted, then it can be maybe you don't have access to it as well. Maybe there's levels of it, the security level of the lock.
I'm definitely going to say, just from my perspective, that it might be presented as one way to the organization, but is functionally very different. I wouldn't be shocked at all if this actually does straight up bind memories from your access and awareness. That seems... To me, like the way this organization sounds like it operates, that seems reasonable as an assumption to make. But maybe that's me being paranoid.
No, I think that's fair.
No, because that would be a motivation. So if it is binding the memories, then of course he would want to look into a way to unbind his own memories so he can once again do his own private work without any knowledge of the Mercurials knowing about it.
There's also memories are usually tied to so many things. It's possible that if they locked certain things, they may have locked other stuff he wanted to keep as well. You know, maybe a loved one or an experience or something. Memory makes the man, or, you know, whatever that phrase is. So you don't have certain memories, it takes a piece of you.
Our memories inform everything, including the choices that we're willing to make. And
okay.
The
other thing, why wouldn't... That Rowan knew, probably must have known what that page was. But they said that once he became a witness, they never came in here. So that means he may have been working on something like this before he was a witness. Was he working backwards, trying to figure things out?
Possibly.
I mean, from what I saw, it definitely was the case of they had a formula that they knew, and they're trying to mimic the results of that formula with missing alternative ingredients. I could tell that much. So it does kind of line up with what Rowan said of there is a way to extract memory already, but they're trying to find a way to do it that doesn't break the laws of the Mercurial. They're trying to
That
get
is how
the
they
same
phrased
results.
it, wasn't it? That doesn't break the laws.
And breaking the laws would entail taking memories from a witness, which is bound. So I think I might have an idea of a motive here, if you wanted to hear it out.
Please, go ahead.
Please.
So from what I've gathered, the motivation, which I think is most likely, what I understand from my notes here is that Ben became a witness after the marriage that he had with Miss Moore, so tried to get out of the lifestyle, but probably wanted to retain some of the memories from there to do his own research. So from what I can gather is that the reason why he even looked into this the first place was to draw memories that were locked away from him by the Mercurials. This was research that he was doing strictly so that he could continue his work without the Mercurials' knowledge, or, you know, being involved with that, but it could be possible that somebody from the Mercurials found out what he was doing and put a stop to him in the worst way possible.
Preventative. A silencing internally. Yes.
That's why I asked what's the penalty for breaking these rules
Right.
and operating outside.
And they'd said that never had happened, which I doubt. People will always do something.
Absolutely.
But if there's never been a seen penalty and making something look like they just had a heart attack at a desk, there's no penalty that happened. They just happened to pass, which is why you'd use something that's invisible to knock them out.
I've never heard of it. Is it the exact kind of thing I'd expect to hear from someone at that tier in the organization?
Exactly.
That's not bulletin worthy. That is definitely. Oh, it's so sad how he died so sudden, isn't it?
Did we just step into it's another organization's internal affairs that doesn't matter whether or not we know if Peter did it, for instance? It doesn't matter because we have no, maybe jurisdiction, sure, but...
whatever truth we glean, I think ultimately we have to leave it up to the Mercurials to police themselves. I think the only thing we can really do is give them the information and hope they act upon it accordingly.
Well, it would have been sanctioned by them. That's the thing.
That's what I mean.
100%.
Yeah, that's the problem. So if we tell them, we'd be like, well, no, duh, we did this. And then we're up against an entire organization.
Right.
I'm sorry for laughing. It just feels very... It's a very, like, government files declassified moment, truly. Like...
Right. Yeah, that's Peter. The only other thing I can think of... where did that thought go? Would be, why? Like, all we had to do is solve the murder, right? If we've solved the murder, we know it's them. Even if it's an internal thing, we have done the job. It's not like we can.
We have not done the job. We know that's not solving anything.
All right, if we come in.
It wasn't Peter yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, open the door. Hi, y'all. It's just me and Miss Mort and this gentleman, Peter. From the Mercurials, who's here to investigate. And
Wonderful.
In steps in an elderly fella. He also looks very, like, clean and well put together, although not too perfectly so. Like, just nice and tidy. He looks like he hasn't slept. He looks run down, like he's been trying to steel himself for walking into this room. His eyes are a little bit red. His tie is a little out of place. And he is maybe fidgeting with his right hand, and he's walking with a cane. And he walks into the room and just looks at Ben for a moment. And this is everybody else. Sorry.
I want to do something quickly.
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
he makes the initial eye contact with Ben's body, after that, does he just avoid it afterwards at all costs?
Ooh, oh my God, let's roll, please. I just want to see if you get any information, extra info. Obviously, you can tell where he's looking. You don't need to roll for that, but if you get anything fun, I'll give you something neat.
Well, you have reading people, don't you?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So it gives me, can I get that 10 shift or 5 shift? Okay, 10. Gotcha. Let's do that for mind. Nope. Oh,
okay, do you want to burn? Do you re-roll that?
Actually, no, I won't burn.
Okay. All right. His eyes stay on Peter.
Ben.
And I think he, his grip tightens on his cane. And it does seem for a second, there's a beat or two there where it seems like we might have to interrupt him, or he's going to be lost staring at Ben.
As he steps in, I want to take a look at his shoes.
Yeah.
Did he match the size of the other shoe footprints we saw earlier when we were looking around?
Yeah, one of the 2 extra sets.
Yeah, there are 2 extra sets, I believe.
2 extra sets. They sure do. They sure do.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to kind of tell from an exact match or anything, but I mean, they look like they look like they could.
And
Yeah.
I'm happy to roll for this.
Yeah.
This is me, Drac, pulling on the stuff I've seen in detective and mystery shows. From the fact that he's holding a cane,
Yeah.
does it look like the footprints we saw earlier? Does it look like the person was holding a cane? Was one of the footprints
No.
smudged more than the others?
No, it did not. Yeah, it did not look like that, actually. That's a very good point.
Like there was no limp to it.
There was no limp.
Which is what you would
There was
notice.
also no dot on the ground from a
Right.
cane. Yeah, there was no
If they
sign
weren't
of
using
anything
it,
like
there would
that.
be a
Yeah,
limp
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Noted. Hi, Peter. I'm Midas. We're looking into the death of Mr. Moore here. I'm assuming you are as well?
Yeah. That's why I'm here.
They call me Snake Eyes. Sorry for your loss, sir.
And he doesn't look at you at all. His eyes are still locked on Ben. It's nice to meet you. Ellery. Peter Ellery.
It's nice to meet you, sir. Call me Sal.
Oh.
Oh, this is difficult for you. I understand that you were close with Ben.
We were apprentices together.
I see. And we've gathered some information here, but we're hoping to understand a little bit more about this case, and I'm sure you do. Would want that too. We're happy to share with you what we've found so far.
He lifts up his cane and then kind of snaps it down on the floor, and the sound kind of seems to, he rights himself, and then he breaks eye contact, or he breaks his eye contact from Ben's body and looks to you for the first time, Sal. He says, yes, I'm happy to share as well. Truthfully, I shouldn't even be here. I just had to come.
You weren't assigned to this case?
No. Assigned? No.
Well, conflict of interest aside, if it was my friend, I'd still want to
Yeah.
For sure.
be there.
Perhaps what might be best is if you would go about your business figuring out things on your own. We can compare and contrast, see if details we both missed, so we don't influence each other.
I didn't come here to solve anything. I just came here to, and I wouldn't want to step on the toes of my colleagues. I'm sure they're quite capable. I just came to see if Hazel was all right. And to see my friend.
Of course.
Well, if that's the case, then we won't burden you with any questions.
It isn't a burden to remember a friend, and if it helps you, you can ask me anything. Where is Hazel? And he looks around.
Bedroom, resting.
All right.
Would you
See her in a minute.
like our assessment, or is that not helpful at this time?
If you don't mind. I just wanted to be forthcoming with you. If you want to work on it, then you'll probably want to wait for my colleagues to arrive. Was there another group here?
Yes. They have already arrived at their initial inspection their initial investigation, and then they took their leave. They did not want to step on our toes either, as they noted.
I see. All right.
They weren't able to assist us fully. There was some restrictions. So,
Restrictions.
some things that they couldn't divulge.
Really? What was that,
Yeah.
if I may ask? That they couldn't divulge to D.U.M.
Oh. You know our names.
Well, the office, yes. For instance, we can't necessarily make heads or tails of, and I motioned to the board, not my expertise at all. And when we asked about the missing page, for instance, you can see there.
His eyes go wide for a moment when you motion to the board, and he looks at that, and then he takes a step forward, pushing his weight onto his cane, and then a tear or two falls from his face, and he whispers, Ben, what did you do?
So you understand the gravity of this.
You?
We've come to that conclusion.
Yes, but they wouldn't disclose specifics on certain things here, more than likely due to internal information conflicts and their ranking, is my assumption there.
Forgive them, they're young. And when you're young, I think you tend to focus on the wrong things, like promotion.
Sure.
But we understand the gravity of this. We're trying to understand the motivation. That's one aspect. Why would Ben be so obsessed with this work in particular?
Everybody roll.
Ooh.
Rolling.
What are we rolling?
You're going to roll whatever your people watching skills are, your insight, your... If you want to do it magically, you're welcome to do so.
People watching.
Yeah, people watching, insight, whatever that's going to be. So for some of you, that's mental stat. But if you want to, you can rely on a different one.
'Tis a failure from Gus.
Okay.
Failed.
All right.
Yeah.
You're welcome to burn. Just the one time.
Damn it. I'll burn.
All right. Don't forget to roll the burn table first then.
All
Yeah.
right.
It's a minor burn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love this
course.
one. Bad luck.
Ooh.
You'll always be short 1 penny. Coffee will always be wrong no matter how you order, etc. So this is what this is your minor curse right now that you have. Okay.
Let's see.
Ooh,
Okay, a success.
nice.
Hey,
You got a
there we
success
go.
though. It was worth it.
Good.
Okay. Akachi. If you don't mind, I will assume how you know this, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. It's almost like a code switch is happening here when he's talking to you. Like he was talking to you totally normally before, and now he's kind of switching and is being a little bit more guarded and professional and changing the way that he's interacting with you. No one else seems to notice except for you.
Okay.
So what was the last thing that you said exactly? Somebody said something. I want to make sure I respond to it.
Was Jim asked a question?
Jim said he wasn't able to. What did you say?
Why would he be so obsessed with this?
Yeah,
Why
well,
would he be so
yeah,
obsessed
yeah.
with this? Okay, yeah. Do you understand the nature of obsession? Sal, was it?
Yes.
We spend our life devoted to one piece of work. And that life can be 80 years, 150, For Ben, it was near 200 years that he spent devoted to this work. Or at least a part of it.
You say 200 years?
That's right.
So you must be... I trail off.
And I look at you and nod. That's right.
Might I ask? I was trying to observe something outside of what they were doing. Specifically, is this cane for show?
Ooh, roll for it.
I will be using mind and devil in the details. Now, obviously, I'll probably see something else if I fail, not just that, but I'm very curious.
Also, I think we see Alder kind of like grab onto Miss Moore's hand.
Yeah.
And like squeeze it a little bit. I don't know. It's totally up to you, B, if you want to know.
Oh, no. She's been... This is all new.
Yeah.
And also she's been standing in the room disguised as this person.
Yeah, which
literally
which
avoiding
Peter
eye
did
contact
not,
with Ben.
Peter did not clock you. So Alder was surprised when that happened. And so she just stumbled and introduced you as Miss Mort because she didn't know how else to introduce you. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I failed. However, I would like to use Devil's Luck.
Yeah.
Which I can just coin flip. If heads I succeed, tails I don't. I'm gonna move on to someone else. I'm gonna actually go get a physical coin. Unless you want me to do 1d2.
Do a 1d2 on there so that the audience can see it. I mean, coins are fun. So if you want to grab a coin for next time, you're more than welcome to. But this is kind of important to see if you can.
So one, I'll call it. One is heads.
Okay.
And heads would be success.
Okay. You got it. Success.
All right.
So what does this do for you?
So that it's just it's Devil's Luck, some call luck. And once per session, re-roll a failed check. You must take the second or coin flip. Once per session, re-roll. Oh, I thought it was a heads or tails.
Yeah, no,
That's my bad.
That's okay.
Then I'll hit the re-roll there.
Yep, re-roll. So, but you have to take the second option, I think.
Correct.
For this one.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
I thought there was something I could do.
You get to do this without burn. Is the big deal. Yep.
Yes. Exactly. Oh, I think it's a different level of tier. This or something. But 95.
95. Okay. He seems to be actually like gripping it pretty tightly and relying on it very heavily, but he's trying to pretend like he's not relying on it. He's trying.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the
detail
opposite.
I see is that he's
that he's gripping on it. His knuckles are white, but he's trying to offset how much he needs this cane at the moment, this support.
Got it.
I'm just
all right.
saying that cane is absolutely a sword, isn't it?
Would you like to roll? The only reason I'm saying this is because for some weird reason, I feel like Jim would have encountered someone that had a cane sword.
Oh, absolutely.
Go ahead and make a roll for it. Yeah.
Can I get a 5 shift on that? Just
you absolutely can. You absolutely can. And this is exactly the type of bargaining and the lawyering that you're supposed to do in Otherworld, man.
Oh, no.
Yo! Okay, wait. So, okay, for those listening, I'm freaking out because it's a 99, which is an omen, which again, doesn't always mean that you fail. Failure in this system doesn't always mean that you don't get to do the thing that you get to do, but it means that it comes at a cost. We just don't know what that cost is. So this is like the worst roll you could get outside of 100. So I'm going to say, Jim, you immediately know that it is absolutely a cane sword. And he turns and makes eye contact with you after you are looking at his cane and making this kind of assessment. How the fuck do you know this, dude? I don't know how you know this, but it's short. It's too short. There's room missing at the end of the cane based on the weight that he's putting on it. You full on Sherlock moment this. Yeah.
I can see where the scabbard is because there's like a faint line where the grain of wood doesn't line up because it wasn't notched correctly. Yeah, there's room in the bottom, I guess. I would guess the bottom of the cane. But as you are looking at this and you're having your Sherlock moment, you look up and you see his eyes are boring into you. And he's very aware that you are looking at his cane. I will also say, Miss Mort, you've never really seen Peter like this. Peter, as you know him, is always very boisterous, laughing, having a good time. Well, obviously his best friend's dead, but
You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is like a side of him you haven't really seen. He's always been very polite and kind to you, but this is a professionalism that
This
he's
is
never.
odd.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna quit. Is that mahogany? Sorry, I just am a appreciator of fine craftsmanship.
Birch. And he leans in. Yeah. It's like, I know mahogany's deep red and birch is white, but they use birch literally. It's a thing in the Mercurials. I'm sorry, it has to be birch. But yeah.
I say,
completely
Peter,
I'm so sorry.
Pan, I'll go through the assessment with you real quick. To the best of our ability, there's no sign of a struggle in the room, so there was no combat, no scuffle, nothing is disturbed. And I kind of become aware of the fact that, Miss Mort is in here as well, and then my tone changes a little bit. I say, to the best of our understanding, he was seated at the desk when it happens, and from what I can tell, he was approached from behind. We have reasons to believe there were opiates in his system. There is no puncture mark on him that is visible to the naked eye. So we believe it was delivered through some kind of device that is capable of delivering a chemical through the skin. That seems to have caused a rather instantaneous reaction. He didn't seem to have any time to struggle or call out. There are some items missing from the room.
Really?
We were hoping that maybe
What's
you would
missing?
be able to tell us. Well, I gesture to the page that's already been pointed to before. I think this is the one that we're the most interested in.
If I'm not mistaken, that was the only thing missing. The book was removed and put back. This is me just trying to recall from last time.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Are
think it
you
was
saying
the
that
only
out loud?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
this
okay.
is me. Sorry,
Just-
I just
double checking.
detail of that. Yeah.
He's still staring at the board. He kind of leans forward to look at the missing piece of paper. Did the apprentices note this?
They did.
Yes.
This is not something that they were willing to elaborate on, shall we say.
On the missing paper?
What it contained.
Okay.
Not that it was missing.
Which one?
Which one? What?
Which one of the apprentices noticed this or knew this information?
Rowan, wasn't it?
And he kind of nods, and there's like maybe the smallest of smirks on his face here. Probably the only kind of joy or even remotely close to it that you've seen with him here. And then he... that's my current apprentice. Pardon a bit of old man's pride. The device is probably a gray mirror.
Graymere.
We use it quite frequently in alchemical work.
What specifically are they utilized for?
Could be anything. It's just a device that we use to transmit things through without puncturing. It's usually used air pressure.
Might I ask, Ms. Moore had mentioned that in the last, a few months, I'm not sure, that you would occasionally come and visit your friend, which, again, that's not suspicious, that's normal. This board, how recent was this? Because you looked shocked seeing this up on the board. This must have been very frequently, or very, very recent.
He doesn't usually have the board out at all.
Right.
I see.
And yes,
I
visit every single month for the last 100 years, wherever he may be.
So in the last month is when he started working on this.
I have no idea how long he was
Well,
working on
true.
this.
If he put the board away, but when you visited, I suppose. Why would he hide that
If you
from you,
had,
though?
But if he had seen this, what I'm guessing is that it would be highly discouraged if you found out what he was working on.
This is blasphemous.
Yeah.
And how do the Mercurials treat blasphemy? Something tells me it's not like a vacation.
What do you mean?
If he was...
How do the Mercurials punish their own when they breach conduct, breach rules?
He narrows his eyes at you a little bit. and assesses you. Maybe he kind of looks you up and down. Pam, it was, right?
That's right.
We're not so much into punishment, Pam.
What would be the consequence then? Is maybe a better question, and not a punishment, but every action and reaction. If someone is researching something blasphemous, that's not usually just overlooked and moved on from.
No, it's not overlooked and not moved on from. But I'm assuming that the punishment would be whatever came from whatever you did with this knowledge. However you used it, whoever you hurt, and the ripple effect it would have on history and humanity.
So, because of that, so in that case, the Mercurials would not step in to stop it, to stop them. And that's what we're trying to determine here.
It depends on what they were using it for or how we got wind of the information. Obviously, we would try to step in if something terrible were going to happen, and we knew. But oftentimes, things aren't revealed until hindsight.
I hope you don't mind me asking. Were you injured recently?
You mean my cane?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't recent. He glances
just
to Jim
curious.
and then back.
I was just curious because
give
we
Akachi a look and just kind of be like, I don't know how I'm gonna communicate this, but I'm gonna be like, it's not really a not really. I'm just kind of like,
I think this entire time, Akachi's been just quietly watching Peter, especially after the. I think it started with noticing that the shoe size were the same, but no signs of a cane marking in the ground, and then was like intensified with the sudden code switching.
Yeah.
I don't even think I look at you, Jim, as you try to like get his message across. I'm just looking straight at Peter. I was just curious because during the investigation, we found some footprints that we can only assume were yours because they seem to match your size at the very least, but there was no sign of a cane being used when your feet crossed these floors.
Then it must not have been my shoe.
That is
Must not
logical
have
for
been.
sure. So with that in mind, then, do you know of anyone that may have been associated with helping him in this research, that he talked to, another friend that he was close enough with?
No. If he didn't tell me, I can't imagine he told anyone, other than perhaps Hazel. But he didn't like to tell her anything either.
So he was mostly reclusive. He kept to himself, did not have any other friends that you know of.
Recluse is not the right word. Ben was incredibly charming, but he did like to work alone on his work.
When's the last time you saw Ben?
That would have been 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday.
And what did you discuss?
Ooh. Can I ask B a question real quick?
You may.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I have to type it to you.
It's like everyone has a gun for some reason.
Yeah.
All the tension.
somebody has a flipping sword.
Idea of Jim making little like.
Because I have a thought, but I want to see what you say here, and then I will go on the fly based on that response. He is taken off guard a little bit by this question. Weird. He should have assumed someone would ask him this, but I guess he just didn't. I think his eyes dart to Miss Mort for just a second, and then they fall off of her again. They just like move and then back. And he says, nothing related to any of this work. It was a personal matter.
Personal matter. And he seemed, in full faculty. He seemed in good spirits. He didn't seem out of sorts, unlike himself at all.
He was a little distraught. If
Distraught?
I'm being honest, yes.
Due to
Something wasn't going well.
We were having a conversation about the nature of his relationship with Hazel.
Understood.
See.
Understood. No, that's
Cool.
You don't need to dive in anymore. It's just more if it was related to someone else, that could have been a lead. So, thank you.
Do you mind if I
Hold up.
smoke?
No. If you must. Did Ben smoke?
Thanks.
Sorry, quick question for B. Did Ben smoke?
Yep. you
Okay.
good.
Oh yeah. By all means.
And
Ben.
it's a time of history where I feel like it'd be more like you would smoke
Yeah.
indoors because
Yeah,
yeah,
it
it's
was
just
fucking
rude to
delicious.
do it in the
You'd
room
still
of a
be.
dead man, I would assume. I would assume it's kind of not great. But he doesn't stop you. He says by all means.
Sorry, I just.
Well, I go over
It
to
helps
open the
me
window
think.
Yeah.
for this, and we never examined the windowsill that we assume people came in and out of. So I do that subtly
Okay.
while opening the window.
Yep. Go ahead and make your mental roll for me. And Jim, are you smoking your smokers?
Oh yeah,
You're getting a mental boost here? Okay. All right.
the different kind of mentee bee.
Yeah.
a menthol break.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to spend 3 burn
Whoa.
to make that a 7.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
Be
So what burn are you at now, Harry?
3.
3. Okay. All right. Devil's luck. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Once per
It's the
session.
second
Tier
part.
2. Once per session, spend 3 burn to swap the digits of percentile. Got it. Save for omens. Okay. Got it. I have to update that to also say no otherworldly, no failure, no 100 either. But yeah, you're
Sure.
right. Yep. So this changes to a 7. Oh my God. What a time to use that. You will absolutely see something on this windowsill. What do you think that you see that indicates to you that it was recently used and in a hurry?
So what I'm thinking what rough year is it? I'm thinking of the windowsill style.
It was 1964.
1964. Okay. How well maintained was this home?
Exceptionally.
Exceptionally. Yeah.
The office included.
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you'd be meticulous about that or not. All right, because I was thinking if there was a nail to snag something, but if it's meticulously taken care of like that, maybe not necessarily there.
What I will say is maybe it looks like there's something here, like a latch that is purposefully put down so that the window doesn't shut and lock. And maybe that's what you notice. This latch is broken.
It was left. It was left open
Yeah.
in some form, which means someone in here unlocked it to get in later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which this was mine.
That's what you were doing, but Gus was the last person to speak and asked me what they were talking about, and I said the nature of his relationship with Hazel. Right. Okay. And then he kind of turns around now, leaning on his cane again quite heavily, and looks you dead in the eye, Gus/Pan, and says, "We live a long time." And I think he was just coming to terms with the fact that Hazel was not going to live that long, that he was going to outlive the love of his life. And so, yes, he was quite distraught.
Asynchronous mortality would be pretty
Yes.
rough.
But who
I
says one would
imagine.
have to face mortality when one knows the secrets to it? Immortality.
That would be up to Hazel. If she would like to prolong her life, she would join the Mercurial Order.
I see. So anybody who joins the order is also gifted longevity?
It's up to them. They can choose it or deny it. But yes, it is offered when you join.
Is that knowledge that would be, say, locked if you leave?
What do you mean? And he looks genuinely puzzled for a moment. Locked?
To be a witness, having your memories locked. Would that be something that would be locked, that you might look into later and research a way to get around it for the love of your life?
No, it's voluntary. The locking,
Right.
as you say,
Okay.
of
Sure.
the memory. But it's not like Ben would have lost that information.
Okay, that just narrows other things, removes it as a potential issue. That's why I was curious. Thank you.
I'm gonna step
You.
outside, if that's okay.
Sorry,
You-
Catsi, was this too much?
No, I just wanted to get a breath of fresh air. I'm not much of a smoker.
Yeah, the window won't do as much for you, for sure. I'm used to it from the casinos.
Bro, did you big brain me? Did you smoke so that Akachi would leave so that you could then leave and go talk to Akachi secretly outside? I'm fucking losing my mind. Is that what has happened here? Is that what you have done? No. Okay, good. I'm just fucking I was about to lose my fucking mind.
But now,
All according to plan.
interesting.
Yes, just like I planned.
Oh
If it
god.
makes you feel any better, I am using the smoking as an excuse to leave.
Yeah,
before to talk to
I
someone
got
else.
that. I was like, what? Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
you're
leaving.
giving me too
I'm
much
heading
credit,
to.
Sorry.
but I like it. I'll take it.
Well,
I'm
we now have the idea for the future.
yeah.
I'm leaving to see Miss. I want to knock on Miss Moore's door.
Yeah, okay, good idea. Good idea. Let's actually follow you then.
Okay. Yeah. I think as I close the door behind me, I do take a deep breath of fresh air because that was real. From what Jim has said, is asbestos in that, and I'm pretty sure that's horrible for you.
Yeah.
I do
They're
take a
pretty
step out
intense
and
cigarettes.
breathe in.
It's invigorating.
But I will. I don't know which of the rooms is Miss Moore's, but I think I'll knock
I
on
think
each
you
one till
do
I hear
know
a
actually,
response.
and
Do you?
you might not remember because it's been a week, but there were only 3 rooms up on this long hallway.
Yes, we found the office.
So the first one was
bathroom,
the bathroom that you noticed was being renovated, which hurt us all in the feelings. And then directly across from that was the bedroom. And then his was all the way down this very long hallway at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So I make my way to Miss Moore's room, and loudly knock on the door.
Yeah, come in.
Hi, it's Hi. How are you?
Hello.
How are you holding up?
I've been better.
I can only imagine there's anything I can help with. You've been kind enough to make us some coffee and tea. Least I can do is do something in return.
Ain't you sweet? That was very kind of you. You know what? Actually, you could help me. I guess I haven't been tending to some of my botanicals downstairs and my flowers and things. If you wanted to water any of them or miss some of them, then I'd be very grateful.
Absolutely, I can get on that. I also just wanted to let you know that Peter just stopped by. I think he's
He's
just
here?
wanted to see. Yes. He's
Oh.
Sneaky bitch.
he's got
Okay,
a I don't know if you want to go in there, but I'm sure he'll be done at some point for you to talk to you, but I just wanted to let you know because I know Peter's a friend of yours.
What was your name?
Midas.
Midas. It's a beautiful name. Thank you.
Of course.
I really appreciate that. That's really sweet of you. Oh God, I look a mess. Do I look terrible? Just be honest. I don't care if the answer is yes. I know that I don't feel great.
You look fine.
God.
Look fine.
Okay. Thank you.
I will tend to the flowers, and while I'm downstairs, if there's any dishes and stuff, I can deal with those too. I know chores can be very hard to deal with when you're mourning.
I'm sorry for your loss then.
I'll get to it.
Thank you.
And I'll do exactly that. I'll head down, flower some of the plants. If I see any dirty dishes, anything like that, I'll clean those. I'll do general chores and errands around the house.
Miss Moore will go and check herself in the bathroom mirror that's still there, despite the fact that everything else is kind of torn up. And then she'll make her way over to the office.
Okay. Do you just go right in? Do you knock?
No, she'd definitely knock, even in her own house. If there's,
Okay.
she always knocks on the door.
Anybody react to the knock on the door?
Oh. I doubt a Catsi would knock. Maybe that is Ms. Moore wishing to.
Here, let me go ahead and get the door.
For sure.
I'm gonna just leave it open a crack.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Be like, oh, what's that? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Did I leave that down? I was wondering where that was. Sure, I can go ahead and get that. I must excuse myself for a moment. Seem to have left something downstairs. And I'm just gonna pull Miss Moore aside and be like, please follow me.
Okay.
That was very kind of her.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Cool. I'm gonna roll. Okay. Ben doesn't do anything. Or sorry, not Ben. Peter doesn't do anything. Ben doesn't do anything either. He's fucking dead. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well,
Ben
the mystery would get
continues
way
to-
weirder if he did.
He continues to decay slowly on the chair.
I think I don't know if Gus figured out what happened in terms of like I don't know if Gus figured out that Jim made an excuse to just leave just now or not, but I think I'm on top of Peter in terms of like questioning, so I'm definitely like not giving him much time to look elsewhere. So I'm gonna keep drilling
good.
Peter with questions regardless.
Yeah. I think Alder will exchange a look then with Harry because Alder rolled a 20, so definitely picked up that Jim wasn't talking to anyone and just kind of left the room. So okay.
I would just nod at it, just kind of acknowledging I recognize it.
Just give like a slight bow and just kind of excuse myself, like, oh, apologies, sorry. Take my hat off. And out the door I go, and Miss Moore, please come with me downstairs. Where is Catsi?
Oh. Akachi?
I keep forgetting. Midas.
Oh. They're just downstairs. They're tending to some of my. I feel bad now that I I heard that P was here, so I figured I should go say hello.
Oh, no, that's all right. We're in the middle of something we wouldn't want you to get involved with. We need his attention to be focused on solving the case with us, so
Right.
wouldn't want to interfere with that. Oh, no, not at all. It's not your fault. Just please come on downstairs, and I'm sure we can whip up some coffee for you. I just needed to go touch base with Midas on something.
Sure.
Of course. I want to come right downstairs and...
We'll stay with you guys.
And you
Midas?
see Midas in the kitchen. I think probably with an apron on, just to make sure no water gets on them. And I think they're literally washing the dishes.
Midas, why are you doing the dishes?
Because
I
they're
idea?
dirty.
Just quickly.
Yeah. You came
Yeah.
with.
Oh, then I'm definitely standing up. No, you're so right. Let me come help. I'm so sorry.
No,
No. I've been a terrible host. I can take care
No,
of this.
it's fine. I want to do this. I want to help.
Midas,
It's how I can help.
There's something I gotta tell you, Midas.
You go talk. I'll take over. Thank you, though.
I think I very
Midas.
reluctantly removed the apron and stepped to the side.
Midas, when I looked at Peter's cane, I could not help but notice that that isn't a cane.
Yeah, I figured as much that either that was a very recent injury or he was pretending.
That cane
That's
is a
how which?
sword. He's definitely pretending.
Miss Moore,
Yeah.
when we met, when we ran into Peter, he had a bit of a limp. Had a cane. Do you know what happened?
No. I always felt like it was kind of rude to ask about those kinds of things. So I just figured that if he wanted to tell me, he would. But it was never something that I asked about. Why?
No reason. Just it seemed like a sensitive topic when it was brought up in conversation. Just wanted to
Oh,
make sure I wasn't stepping on any toes, poking any nerves.
well, I mean, he's a very sweet and gentle man. I imagine that if you ask, I don't know. He might tell you. I mean, to be fair, I don't really ask too many questions. I like to join in on conversations and things, but sometimes I just feel like I'm being a little invasive, so I just leave them to it.
I would like to really carefully watch Miss Moore as she says this. I want to gauge. I don't know. We've talked a lot about stealing memory. Part of me is curious or worried that something memory related has happened to Miss Moore. Can I gauge that from just
you
looking?
can certainly try. How would you like to do this?
See if I have anything on me that I could use here.
You have an entire kitchen around you as well.
That is true.
You can think of anything metaphorically to use, we'll certainly try.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. This is tough. Can't think of anything.
All right, then we'll just do a straight roll, and it's going to be kind of, Hail Mary. 1, 11, 22, 33, and I will give you 44.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yo,
A 12.
that was so close. Holy crap. I think you kind of, your eyes move over Miss Moore for a moment and you see something in her, some sort of joy still kind of like buried under there. For just a moment, you're able to like see an emotion that lies dormant kind of in her, but it's not what you're looking for.
Sorry. I'll turn back to Jim.
When you asked that question about Peter's cane, remember when we looked at the footprints, I immediately picked up what you were doing because we would have seen the cane.
We've seen the cane imprints, especially with how heavy he was leaning onto it.
Yeah, but it's all an act. It's gotta be, because those shoes, did they match?
I couldn't see the treads on them, but size-wise, they seem to match.
Size-wise, right, but the fact that he has this cane, we don't see any cane prints, one would rule him out, but since he doesn't need the cane, he is our number one suspect. I think there was foul play. I really do. I really do think that the motivation is pretty clear here. That Peter got rid of Ben because Ben was researching into something that was forbidden.
But why? Why would... I still don't understand the motive, because at least from what we've heard so far, yes, the Makuras would step in, but I only assume not lethally.
You would assume not lethally, but sometimes these things are taken care of in less than ethical ways.
If that's the case, why would they investigate their own ruling? They decide to do this. They decide to send their people. So why would they then investigate?
Because once they finish it, they'll say they looked into it. It's so that they don't have any trails that lead back to them. This is all staged. This is all just a mock investigation.
At this time that I come scurrying up real quick, talking nice and low, Miss Moore's kind of standing nearby still, but she's being polite and not eavesdropping on y'all. So I come up real quick and I say, one of you needs to escort Miss Moore into a room and hide her somewhere quick. It turns out that Peter is here to arrest her. So we're going to let him take the other Miss Moore. Miss Mort. Like now. Do it now.
Okay. Miss Moore, do you want to come with me?
Sure. I'm sorry. Do you need me to do something for you?
You're just going to need to trust us.
Okay. I do. I think.
Come on.
All right.
She'll go.
They're going to be expecting me back up there. But Midas, do you see what's going on? They're going to frame Miss Moore for the murder.
Perfect timing, bro. We're going to back up a little bit and rewind. Back upstairs while their conversation is happening. Peter turns and says, so how did you come upon this case?
The
Cases come upon us usually, so...
It's the same way it always happens. The office wants us to look into something, and we usually follow where the door goes. And this time it led us here. I mean, just outside the house, but here.
I don't want to get in the way of your investigation at all. I may not have been entirely forthcoming as to why I was here. I said I was here to check up on Miss Moore and also see Ben. Some of my colleagues believe Hazel is a lot more involved.
Oh, is that what you believe?
No. That's why I asked to come and collect her myself.
I'm sorry, collector?
Yes. You're gonna talk to her. Interview.
Why wouldn't they have come here?
They would have, but I asked to do it myself because she knows me.
I see. Well, I mean to interview here.
I think they want to keep her isolated from the crime scene.
Sure, that does. I mean, that makes sense, of course.
Make sure she doesn't contaminate it further.
Right. I mean,
In what way she contaminated it? Period.
We don't know.
Right.
There is a surprising lack of evidence.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. There's when we were looking for footprints, as you recall, none were hers. We had, of course, what was said similar to yours, but there was no cane, so it's a suit size roughly someone of your stature, and of course, and I motioned to Ben. But none of anything that would look like
There's
Ms.
also
Moore's.
nothing on the desk. Ben was never without anything on the desk.
Yes,
There's no
Right.
sign
Someone
of
has.
breaking an entry. I think this is a normal, standard form of questioning, and
Right. I mean,
I'm being polite. Did
No,
you have
you
any other further questions for Hazel?
Other questions I got are for you.
All right, then. Perhaps
You
I
walked
can...
in here, you looked at that whiteboard, and you said to yourself, what were you doing, Ben? What does that mean?
I believe we've discussed this.
Sure. Would someone want to kill him over this? Or you think this is
Absolutely.
completely unrelated?
Absolutely. I think that is a possibility, yes.
How does she factor into that?
Again, I'm not the one leading this investigation, and I do not want to step on the toes of my colleagues. I'm sure they are quite capable. Do I think Hazel had anything to do with this? Absolutely not. And I'm sure they will come to that same conclusion after they're done speaking with her.
All right.
no, that makes sense. I know we're investigating, but I do apologize. Did you need something to drink? I motioned to the coffee and tea. But we're out of creamer. I don't think we actually brought any up. Would you like me to go get some, or?
And he gestures to himself for me.
If you want some.
No,
Nah,
no thank
fair
you.
enough. Of course.
And if that's
take-
everything, Alder then probably says, "Oh, I'll get some. I'll go get some," and then dashes out. And this is probably promptly when she's immediately like, "Get the fuck out, hide her." And then Peter will kind of nod at you all. If you have further questions for me, then I suggest you reach out via the typewriter, and we will make a time. Perhaps I will come to your office, or you can even
Perhaps.
come to mine.
Yes. Be lovely to see yours as well. I don't think there was anything else that I could think of. The only other thing I can think of here, and you would know because you've been curious for quite some time, would be for something of this nature, and would you normally send green agents to do the initial investigation? Is that standard procedure? I feel like you'd have at least one superior with them to oversee a murder of someone who's pretty important within your organization. That's odd to me.
The corners of his mouth turn up, but the smile doesn't reach his eyes. And he says, again, I'm not leading the investigation. And I'm sure my colleagues are more than capable.
I think I understand. And I smile without my eyes as well.
It was nice to meet you all.
And you as well.
Snake Eyes. Ham. And he begins to walk out the door. Think if you two do you two follow to go downstairs? Because it's just you two left then. Because Alder would have dashed out with Miss Mort.
I would like to, because Jim is making his way up the stairs.
Yep.
Oh,
He's gonna
Yes. Okay.
make eye contact with, I guess you're already out in the hallway right now. I'm gonna make eye contact with Harry just real quick and just kind of like motion down. And as I see Peter probably like halfway out the door, like, oh, Peter, just one more thing, if you wouldn't mind.
How can I help you?
There was something in the room I think we overlooked. Or just you and me, if we could note that down for the investigation. I could use your help.
Sure.
Interesting.
What's a few more
All right.
minutes, I suppose.
Of course, thank
and
you.
Then he heads back
I
up.
back up and hold the door, like reopen the door for them. This is
He
like,
walks in.
courtesy. Yeah. I'll meet you when you're done. Thank you, Sal.
Of course.
I shut the door behind Sal. And
Jim
go
just kind of
downstairs.
puts his hands in his coat pocket and kind of waltzes in with Peter.
And is Pan still in here?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm
right.
not leaving the room.
And what
Well-
is it exactly that you missed? Now.
You know, it is the darndest thing. All that coffee spilt on the floor from earlier, still a bit of a stain. We overlooked that, didn't we?
He says nothing. He stands there with his cane.
That is quite the bit of evidence that we left out. And seeing how Ben doesn't have any clear puncture wounds, nothing to see here, well, one would think that cause of death most likely would have been poisoning. Wouldn't you agree?
Poisoning.
Poisoning, of course. Of course. Makes sense. No breaking or entry, too, makes me believe that, well, who in the house could do something like this? Poison. Old poor Ben. Well, Hazel's in the house, isn't she?
Hazel would never.
No, she wouldn't. Unless she had a motive. Now, how would Hazel react having found out her husband is hundreds of years old?
He flushes in the face, turns red a little bit, and inhales and grips his cane a little bit tighter. Hazel has one of the brightest, kindest, and most open minds I have ever met. I like to think she would have perhaps joined the Order and they would live a long and happy life together.
It's not what happened, was it, though?
She did not do this.
I know. But somebody could certainly paint the picture that she did. And we have somebody on the loose. A murderer. We need to pin it on someone now, don't we?
I'm not exactly sure what you're getting at, Sal.
What I'm getting at is how perfectly this lines up to frame Miss Moore.
Well, I simply will not let that happen.
Will you now?
No, I won't.
You'd come to her defense?
Of course I would.
Well, be inclined to believe you. However, things just aren't adding up here.
Your inclination, Sal, is none of my concern. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, we're not done yet. You know, those investigators that you sent over looked mighty green.
I didn't
Mighty
send
green.
them.
Oh, that's right. They were unbiased. But you couldn't help but show a bit of pride when it came to a certain someone in that group. Your
My
apprentice?
Rowan, that's correct.
That's right. What I'm trying to get at here is that somebody did this, and there is a motive, but it's looking very suspicious on your end. You can stop leaning on that cane. You don't really need to use it.
Ooh, will you roll me something, please? Some sort of... Oh, I think you have Iron Will, don't you? That's an ability you have?
Let's see, what is that actually? I think that's called... Nerves of Steel.
That's the one. Roll that for me.
All right, that's a shift of 5 or 10?
A
What is
10.
that? Ooh.
You want to burn? You're intimidating this guy.
You know, I could do something crazy.
Oh, oh my God! No way! No! What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I got my gun in my pocket.
No!
I'm just gonna slowly raise it.
Wait, do you have your gun? Did Gus give you your gun
Yes,
back?
I do.
Oh, it's
my
been
God.
returned, yeah.
Oh
I
my
have my
God! You're
gun.
gonna raise your gun at me? Okay.
How about this for magic?
And I think that's where we're gonna end today's episode. Holy shit!
What is happening?
This is the hour, the darkest place. Dante's Inferno, the devil's maze.
That was a crazy episode, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I noticed we had a bunch of new people come in from Speth as well. Thank you so much for hanging out. We will see you next Wednesday for part 3 of the case of Benjamin Moore.